Alright, so today we're going to be playing a Torchbearer. So Torchbearer is a game that was created through a Kickstarter. And I probably mentioned all this to you before, but it doesn't really matter. It is a D6 die game where you're going to be rolling D6 against obs or against versus tests, which is basically you're either going to be going against somebody with dice, or I'm going to set an obstacle and you have to meet that many successes. These particular dice are set up already. So these are the mouse guard dice. The black axe that counts as a 6 because there are certain abilities you can use that will use 6s. Mm-hmm. The swords, the double swords, are successes, and all the little round snakes, they're all failures. Mm-hmm. So it's already pre-set up that
cute.
way. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. So feel free to use whatever dice you want, but for the most part, 1 to 3 is a failure, 4 to 6 is a pass or success, and 6s have special rules. But for now, the main thing is character creation. So I'm going to talk about the world a bit before you even create your characters. So
Cool.
This particular world, of course, obviously, in like any RPG, you can sort of make it to be what you want it to be. But they do kind of explicitly give you kind of like a setting, and then you can build on that, right? So I don't know if you read the very beginning, but it actually says, like, this is a grim land. Summers are short, winters are long, the towns are crowded, food is expensive, guilds control trade, nobility control the taxes, and priests pray for our damned souls.
So it's the Maritimes.
Yeah, there you go, exactly, right?
I read the first paragraph.
Okay, you'd actually read this,
The
did
first
you?
paragraph.
The first,
and then I just scroll.
and then like everything else. Okay, so you read that part.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So out there beyond the walls are beasts, boggies, monsters. So like, just to give you like I guess we don't have to read all of this, but for the most part, there are at one point humans were aplenty. And they fought against the darkness, and they were doing well, but then they start losing, and then they start getting almost like herded like cattle into these small towns. So these towns are usually built with great fortifications, so they have like walls, or they have moats, or they have some sort of way that protects them from the outside world. The only problem is that they're all jammed inside of here, so it's super, super crowded, right?
Have you guys seen Castlevania?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's kind of sort of like that, as in you're being
I watched the
like
entire second season.
Dracula's
like, one
kind
night.
of moving you into this kind of like small area type thing.
But for the most part, though, like what we consider the darkness is literally could be any form of enemies or combination of enemies. Essentially, the humans are in the losing battle, and you are you're put in overcrowded cities with not just humans, elves and dwarves. If you were yeah, or halflings, that's right. So if you're considering this to be, Lord of the Rings, this is like, Sauron's like actually getting the upper hand on everything, and everybody is, behind Helm's Deep. Don't kill us, right? So and then maybe not to that extreme, but in the sense that actually probably more to the extreme, to be honest. So that means that if you are a regular person and you grew up in this town, you have to assume a role quickly in order to survive. So find a means of survival. That's why you become a cleric or a paladin, or you join a warriors guild. For the most part, a lot of these guilds, a lot of these temples, priests, and thieves guilds, or whatever you want to call them, they don't mind taking you in for at least to give you the basics. But the moment that you've learned up, they just throw a book at you, or throw a holy symbol, or whatever you're doing, and tell you, all right, go make a living now. We're done with you, right?
Good luck.
So don't expect any loyalty from any of these guilds, even if your background is associated with them. The rich kind of control everything. Or at least people who have the resources. There are obviously going to be people who are hoarding resources and saying, here you go, a little bit of food for everybody. That'll get us by, but while I'm chilling out with my 3 pounds or 10 pound steaks or whatever, you guys can take the scraps, right? So there is a bit of that going on. This particular town that I'm going to be starting you guys in, and for the most part, you're not going to be there for very long. It's there only for setup purposes, especially in the beginning, because there is no worry about it. Is a small, kind of like a village with small walls for fortifications, kind of like fences, and
just fences.
For the most part, fences, yeah. And the town itself is nothing. It's not big, but it's still crowded with people, and that's unfortunate. But the town is definitely not meant for these many people, and it is, like I said, just fences, right? So that's kind of like the idea. The town's name, I'll just give you that. Not like I know we haven't even started making characters yet, but I want to kind of give you an idea before you guys create characters, what you're going up against.
There's a pen in the spine of this book.
Oh, nice. Convenient. I can't even say the word. Skogenly? Skogenly.
How do you spell it?
Skogenby.
B-Y? Skogenby.
Skogenby. There we go.
Has the O has the umlaut?
No.
Seems like it.
No, but it funny you said that, because this particular campaign has something to do with kind of like a Viking sort of heritage built into it, the actual campaign. So the town should have a new blog. I guess it could, right? Go for it. But yeah. Right. So anyways, that's sort of the idea. So now we're going to get to character creation. Now that you guys cut a very brief, now I'm not even going to give you the character synopsis yet until we actually get into the game, about like what you're actually doing, because I want you guys to not be totally influenced by that, but I want to give you sort of an idea of what the overall setting is. So character creation is on one of these pages in this book.
All meet at an inn, page 14.
Thank you very much. And you all meet at the inn. Okay, there we go. And now I still can't find it. Okay. Alright, so when you're creating a character, to create a character, you're going to follow the following steps. You're going to choose a stock and class, choose a home. You're going to choose a whole bunch of stuff, essentially, and this is going to bring you through step by step and how it makes a difference. So, people had an idea what they were going to choose. All right.
He's a mage.
Okay, well, we'll start with the one that says wants to be a magician, right?
The mage.
So, yeah, sure, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Magician sounds like...
Yeah.
Card tricks.
Well, to be honest, this game isn't really magic strong. The magic spells themselves do tend to get better as you're going up higher levels, but for the most part, a lot of them are kind of cantrippy, right?
Can I shoot fire?
You can shoot Eldritch darts at one point. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Yeah. There may be fire later on, but it's not like you're shooting fireballs in this game. Magic is sort of downplayed a lot into like tricks and cunning and language learning
it's
and
a tricky. It's more of a utility kind of.
It's very much a utility. It's the second most advanced character you can start off with. The most advanced would be the ranger. The one that she tried before. Yeah, it's the most advanced character. It's got a little bit of arcane. You're using your wits a lot. You're trying to sneak around rather than direct fight.
I was not expecting this, but okay.
Yeah.
I thought it could just blow things up. But
Well, like I said, there is Eldritch darts would be one of them, but you're only getting a single spell for an entire phase. So this game works a little bit differently. So you'll have 3 phases. You can either be in an adventure phase, which is where you're going to be starting off with. So that means like you're out doing crap, right? Eventually you'll get to a camp phase, I hope. A camp phase is just like in Darkest Dungeon. You're sitting around a camp trying to rejuvenate yourselves. For the remainder of the adventure. At the end of an adventure is when you go back to town. So when you go back to town, things happen. So
free brother
free brother model. What?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, okay. Like we're talking about like Assassin's Creed or something, or. Okay, no idea. So anyways, so we got, so if you're talking about, so the phases are the adventure phase, the camp phase, which is kind of like the phase where it's more like, kind of like bookkeeping. You're trying to keep your conditions under control, keep your health of your friends, chat about certain things, and in Mouse Guard, that phase is called the player phase. So players dictate what's going on there, where the GM dictates during the adventure phase. So I kind of like go, okay, I'm going to throw you guys into the reins and make you do stuff, and well, not make you do stuff, but put pressure on you to do things. In the camp phase, you're kind of like, okay, I can sit back a little bit, hopefully, and try to recover from all the damage you guys did and whatever. And then there's the town phase. So after all the adventure is done, you go back to town and you basically take out an accountant book and start tallying a whole bunch of debt, and then hopefully by the time you leave, you can pay your debt off, or the debt collectors come. So,
do we start with debt already?
No, you start with nothing. You literally start with 0 resources, you start with 0 money, and you are out there trying to get money. Mm-hmm. So money in this game isn't like gold. It is a test, just like you're testing fighter. You're testing your wealth. You're testing your resources. So resources is not just money, it's your money, your connections of who you know, anything you might own, anything you might be able to trade. Resources, how good you're able to haggle and talk, kind of factors into a lot of like resource tests. So you think of it like the more you use your wealth, the more wealth will come to you, like an investment. So as you test resourceful, the statistics, don't worry about it. So as you fail and pass, you become better at managing your resources. Okay, and be able to manage your money better, or manage, that's essentially what resources are.
Yeah, it's a skill.
It's not money. You don't get like, here's 500 coins. You have resources 0. You have to build that skill up, and as you build it up, you get richer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. And in the town phase, essentially, you're going to go in there. You're going to find like accommodations, where you're going to sleep to, where you're going to like anything you're going to do, like grab a drink at the bar, go gambling, pick a fight somewhere, go pray at a. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do, right? But every time you do things, it brings up your lifestyle, and your lifestyle is what your obstacle is in order to pay off your debts. So if you don't have enough resources or cash with you, then you just say, haha, I'm not paying any of this, I'm taking off. and then you don't know what's going to happen, because that makes my life fun, because I get to say a whole bunch of things of what happens to your character, or what could happen to your character if you decide to stick around or go back to that town later. So, yeah, puts a little twist on it. Yeah. So, you all meet in the inn. So mage.
See.
We'll call you a mage. Alright, so your class is mage. Since you're human, you get to distribute your points for your will and your health. You have 8 points. Your lowest stat rating is 2. Your highest is 6. So you can choose any number between 2 and 6, but you can't choose anything higher or lower. But you have 8 points to distribute between 2 stats.
So what's the difference between them?
So health is it's going to factor into a lot of your tests that use physical usage. Like if you're running or swimming or jumping or whatever. Like if you're using your body in your finesse, your physique, then you're using your health. Or even like how well you'll be able to go against a condition or sickness or something like that is your health. I guess not really, but anyways. Your willpower is more like your knowledge or your ability to withstand against other bad mental effects, or to keep yourself going, to draw maps, to understand lore, and that kind of stuff.
Do I write it under rating?
So if you look at your character sheet, you will find, yes, I guess rating is it? What does it say there?
Right here, there's a line.
Yeah, so raw abilities, and then there's a thing. There's a line right across from it. And as you can see, the P's and F's are passes and fails, which means that goes up as you use it more.
Okay.
So you can get better.
Yes.
I think right now the maximum is 7. 6, but you can make it 7 based on what you do. I think so. Well, I'll double check that.
Okay.
But yeah, so the lower the number, the more benefit you can arise later. But it means that you're probably going to fail more often as you use it. Your skills are the following. So there should be a list of skills already set out there.
Yep.
Those are your main skills. Those are most used in the game. There are a couple blank spots for other things and wises. If anybody's too warm, let me know. I can turn on the heat. The skills are for you is Arcanus is 4. That's how you're going to cast spells and use magic. Lore Master 3. So that's great for learning anything about runes, history. I think runes and stuff. I think history is actually theologian, whatever it's called there. Alchemist 2.
Okay.
Cartographer 2. Cartographer. Damn it! Cartographer 2. My God.
Or you could be a cardiographer and give us all heart examples.
Why do I do that all the time? That's the word you were looking for. And when you were saying, what was that word you can't remember? I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop making fun of me. And Scholar 2. God damn it, cartographer. Cartographer. I can say the word. Cartographer.
I just want to like orator versus persuader. The difference is that when you're looking for like a crowd of people, you would use orator. But if you're using trying to haggle with one person,
and persuader means that you're persuading, not lying to them. If you're lying to them, that's manipulator.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are 3 different ways to persuade people.
Yeah.
Right. You can't use orator to persuade one person. Hey everyone, how are you doing? No one else is here. What are you screaming at me for?
What's the difference between law master and scholar?
So there is actual mechanical reason between it, but I think scholar. I'll be able to find out the skills in a page that has skills in it. Okay, I just found it. Alright, so I'll just read over there's only like a sentence or two that explains it.
You need to buy tabs.
No, I don't want to read this book.
No, sticky tabs.
No, sticky tabs. The ones that don't
just put it on it.
Yeah.
There we go, right?
I've got like a shit ton at home. I could bring them sometimes.
Sick.
Awesome.
Do you guys want to?
I love it. Lore Masters are the keepers of arcane knowledge and the deep secrets. The Lore Master can plumb through secrets of the natural world and understand the workings of magician spells, recall forgotten lore, and read auras. A scholar...
You can read auras.
Yeah, there you go. A scholar specializes in writing accounts of events for historical records. They are also adept at plummeting into the depths of archives and libraries for information. This skill is highly prized among magicians to maintain their spell books and scrolls. By the way, because you're a magician, we're going to end up finding out where your hidden libraries to.
Hidden library?
Yes, you have to have a hidden library, because if anybody has access to your hidden library, they automatically get a +2 against every time that you cast a spell. You have to protect that with your life, but you will find out where your hidden library is to.
Okay.
Or you hide all your books and your stuff, because that's the only place. If you use your spell book, because you get a spell book, like a travel book, right? But you can use that book like a scroll and use it up. And then you have to go back to your library and rewrite a new one. But if your library ever gets destroyed, you lose all your spells and abilities. So make sure you get. I mean, if you can harness an idea of setting up traps in your library, that might be a good idea as well in the future, right? Don't make it inside of a town. That's all.
Okay.
To make it outside of a town, because if you have if something really bad happens to that town, or you did something wrong in that town, you have to make a test in order to not get found by whoever might want to look for you, because you did them wrong. So just give you a little heads up there.
Skip out on your tavern bill.
Yeah. Then the barkeep is like, but anyways, it's a lot worse than that. So the trait you get. So on the very bottom you see traits, or is it on the bottom? Okay, it's in the bottom there on the right hand side. So you're gonna put in. You get your first trait is Wizard's Sight. So traits in this game kind of work both ways. They are an advantage and a disadvantage. The advantage with traits are if you can use a trait and say it in a narrative way that uses your wizard's sight to help you, you can get a +1 dice once per session, as an example. But you can use your wizard sights against you in order to get what's called checks. So throughout the adventure, you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm racking up on the conditions, and we really need a camp phase. Well, nobody can actually have a camp phase unless at least one person, has a check. In order to get a check, you have to use your traits against yourself in a narration, which will harm yourself. Usually, it would make your either task more difficult, or you'll fail because of it, and that will give you a check. Meaning that you can rest up, and that checks is how many tests you can make in order to recover from conditions or do other things during a camp phase.
Okay.
So now this is a little bit confusing, but it'll make sense when we start playing.
It sounds confusing, but it's...
Most people don't do it at the very beginning. So I usually give out a single check. Just
so people can get a camp in.
So people can understand, like, okay, these checks are important.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, well, how do I get more of these things?
handicap yourself.
supply it.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
So, like, say if you have one that's, like, I don't know, you're going really, really fast. Like, if you're a speed... I don't know, you're really good at speed, agility, or whatever. Speed's much.
Yeah. Okay,
and so for that check, you'll use your speed against you. So as you're running really, really quick, you end up tripping over something and hurting yourself.
Or something like that,
And you end up failing the roll. So you're using the actual attribute against yourself instead of for yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of traits. And you can actually make up your own eventually, as long as, essentially during winter phase, or sort of the winter year, a lot of the times adventurers don't go outside the town because it's too dangerous. So winter quests are like the worst. Going out in the winter basically means you're using double the provisions, which means you're going to die quicker. So during the winter, if you stay in town, you can get kind of like a whole bunch of like bonuses just for staying in town, and one of them is a trait. So. So I'll tell you what Wizard Sight is. A magician sees more than other mortals, whether it's the telltale signs of a spirit or a demon, or a flicker of a or the flicker of a lie in a man's aura. The magician can see flows of magic through the misty borders of other worlds, but the magician can also must also take care for which what is seen by Wizard Sight cannot be unseen. So that's the two ways you can see it there. Okay, and I'm going back to page 14. Okay.
See when someone's lying. That's kind of cool.
Kinda.
Maybe.
This is a flicker.
It's a flicker, yeah. And also you have to tell me when you're using your trait as a benefit. But, as long as you can give me a narration there, like, it's like, I'm looking at them and I can see there is some deceit there.
Can I use it more than once?
So on your sheet, you'll see like a thing. So it's level 1, so you can check off level 1 there. Right next to the trait. So you can actually use it once per session, but if you level up your trait, which means you get that trait again, you get the next part, which I think is something else.
That's 1D per roll.
Yeah. So then it gets to level 3. Once it's level 3, it's at its max.
So you're going to use it once per session?
At the beginning of it.
No, because you cannot level up more than once.
You can have up to 3 levels of it.
Yeah. So right now is level 1.
Yep. What's level 2?
Level 2 is plus 1D per roll.
Per roll. So every time you can use your Wizard Sight. So if you can figure out how to use your Wizard Sight, you have to do a narration every time. You got to keep in mind.
Okay.
And there is going to be times where I'm going to be like, haha, yeah, I don't think your Wizard Sight is going to help you in somebody like you're pulling an axe out of your chest and you don't want to take an injury. You know what I mean? Like there are certain things that are going to be like, okay, like you're reaching now, right? But for the most part, yes. So the first one is once per session. The next one is once, as long as every time you can tell me that you can use that trait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the last one, I think, is like all your failures or something, isn't it?
Plus one success on a success tie roll.
Oh, which is amazing. That just means it'll always be better.
A free
you will always win on a tie. Generally, during a tie, it's stacked against the player, so it'll either be a tiebreaker or you're going to use your traits against yourself to get a check in order to lose. But in this case, you can use a trait with yourself to win. As long as you can understand, as long as you can narrate how. All right, so your weapon is a dagger.
Weapons.
And I'll throw a dagger at you.
Where do you
I think they're on inventory, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. So your dagger would probably be either in your hand or your bag. It is a 1 slaughter, I believe.
Yes, you have to...
it's 1 carried. So here's your dagger.
Nice.
But you have to carry it on your inventory sheet, so you have to write it. Yeah, you do. You actually draw your character and equipment that you're wearing.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
Right.
and they have like a outline of the mouse, so you just kind of fill in.
Sketch on.
There's
That's really
no
cute.
drawing.
No, that's mouse
this
guard.
one.
That's
That's
a
mouse
different game.
guard.
Different game. So this one here, you have an inventory slot, so you have to put it either in a bag, or in your hand. You can go around with the dagger in your hand, right?
I'll go with belt then.
Or a belt. That's fine too. Yeah, because it actually says where it can go.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so that's it for you for right now. We'll worry about the other stuff. Oh yeah, special. All humans get to choose. Okay, we'll get to that part. Let's see. So who's next? Who's choosing their next
Go
class?
ahead.
Okay. I was thinking of doing the burglar.
Okay, so you get a halfling. Cool.
Because
You
you,
got a
you were
hobbit.
thinking of going for like a warrior-ish sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, burglar. So you got a burglar. Your stats are already pre-programmed, so it's 5 will, 3 health.
Halfling.
You don't get.
Burglar. 5 will, 3 health.
Yep.
Okay.
And you get cook 3,
Cook.
which by the way is huge because you can spread out your rations. So one ration can feed everybody instead of just yourself for one turn.
Excellent.
So that's big. Criminal 3. That's for all sorts of criminal things, pickpocketing and
Picking locks. And
picking locks and stuff like that. Yeah, not disarming traps though. Sadly,
that's probably like Dungeoneer or something.
that's dungeoneering. Yeah, it is. Yeah, fighter 3.
Fighter.
So you can stab a good one. Hunter 2. Sometimes when you fight animals, you can't fight the animals. You're hunting the animals, so it's a different test. Scout 2.
Scout.
Yeah, because when you're fighting a human, you're using human fighting. When you're fighting a
hunt
dog,
humans.
you're like, "Ah, get off of me," or whatever, right? Different tactics, I guess.
Scout 2.
And then Scavenger 2.
Scavenger 2.
Yeah, if you need to, pick up an extra torch somewhere, hopefully you can find one. Pilfer. Right. All right. Your trait is Hidden Depths. Now, if you need any explanations, let me know.
Hidden depths. What page are the traits, or where are the traits described, or does it say?
Oh, I wish I knew. Okay, the skills are on page 30, and the traits are somewhere else.
Traits from nature. Halfling nature.
Oh, they're not that far. The traits are on 23, so they're all kind of around stuff. So Hidden Depths. On the surface, a halfling may appear to be naive and unassuming people. And unassuming? Oh. Okay. But they have hidden depths and will and character. They bear up a remarkably well against pain, fatigue, and despair, and would otherwise other people to break. Sometimes to the bigger people treat them as fragile and delicate because you don't know any better.
Because this little tiny person's running around with no shoes on.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. So your weapon. Any. Oh, do you get any starting items here? Actually, I don't know what you're supposed to get here starting at. Alright, yeah. Fair enough. Alright, so you can choose whatever you want here. So
Any weapon.
you got wow.
Armor lance.
You can use anything except for a crossbow, two-handed sword, halberd, polearm, and lance.
Yeah, these are my Dragon Age die from the Dragon Age game. Yeah, and then this is also from the Dragon Age one, so it's got like the dragon on it. And it's hard, and that's it's hard to see, but it's a griffin.
This is 6.
Yeah, that's number 6.
All right, so let's see here. You are a burglar, right? So you get your dagger,
Oh, Awakening! No,
and
so freaking good.
oh, you get one weapon of your choice.
Cool. That is not taller than me, basically.
Yeah. So let's see what I got here. So you can't choose a two-handed sword. You can use a shield apparently. You can use that. So you can use that. What can you use?
I cannot use a
Caliber.
crossbow or any of the like pole army things, basically, because I'm like 3 feet tall, probably,
And a lance,
Yeah.
eh?
and these are like 6 feet tall.
Now you also can use a dagger as well. Just keep that in mind.
5-foot person still uses a 6-foot weapon.
Yeah, but it's not twice their height.
All right. I
This
don't
is
know.
I could probably try and use it and probably fail miserably, but what do we got? Whoa.
And just want to see now because you're just curious on. I guess technically we're not supposed to get gear yet. I don't know why I'm giving it out. It comes up later, but for the most part, you get to that. You have an option. Oh no. Yep. So you get to choose your weapon.
Maybe.
Warrior, dwarf, halfling characters begin the game with leather armor. So,
Lucky bastards.
that's you. You're halfling.
Nice.
Do I not stop with armor?
You do not. In fact, you don't carry armor. You
You're
do
like
not
a
like.
clothy.
Yeah, you don't. You'll be encumbered if you try to use your armor.
Too many books. Just
Yeah, I think it
Can't
factors.
handle it
I'm not sure, but there is rules on that. And I don't have another leather armor card, so I'll figure it out. I only got one pack.
I'm still trying
These
to
are all
decide between Warrior and
Pally.
Pally because we got no heals. So I'm thinking Pally might.
Paladin. All right, so that's one of the special classes, which I'm going to have to look up now. Give me one sec. Torchbearer.
I just don't like the whole restarting over if I change my alignment.
Yeah, but the alignment's only either lawful, neutral, or chaotic, right?
I
There's
know,
no good and
but
lawful,
still.
neutral. It doesn't really pinpoint it. But so just don't do unlawful things.
Yeah, but I might have to in certain situations.
Right. Well, yeah, that it is the overall encompassing story. So, like, if you're like constantly doing, it's not even good or evil. Apparently, like I would have thought it'd be good instead of lawful, but no, you just don't break the law. That being said, though, you have to set up your own laws at the beginning. So, if you think that certain things are more in tune with what you believe in your God believes or whatever, then you can kind of more lean towards that side of things, right? Where the law of man might be corrupted.
And Warriors have no heals at all? They're just
Oh, warriors don't have heals, no.
tank and spank?
But heals in this game there's no hit points, right? You guys are not running around with HP bars and.
I don't know if I want a hand axe
Get
or
them stacked,
like
right?
a bow or sling. I
So,
want to go
I don't know.
closer.
So if you're confused with what the cards mean, that's more so for the conflict. So A would be for
Yeah.
attacking and defending and maneuvering.
Yeah, I'd kind of read through a little bit about that.
All right, paladins. Here we go. The paladin.
Is there like a melee sort of range, anything like that in this for the conflicts? Does it make much of a difference?
It can. Certain weapons have different effects based on if someone's using a bow or not.
Okay.
So there is something like that.
There's also a bolus, isn't it?
Huh?
Bolus? The one where you throw.
Oh, not yet.
Sling?
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you're just talking about the thing you wrap around the legs. And
Oh, those
balls.
things, yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. The paladin can use. Okay, let's see here. Paladin must be strictly disciplined and cannot advance. Okay, go away.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a hand axe.
Okay. So you're choosing paladins, or you're a human paladin?
Well, no, I didn't
Oh.
say that. I was just wondering
Oh.
about the heals.
You must be lawful. Your alignment can never change. All level benefits become a warrior. Lastly, if strict health cannot advance higher than will. So your health always has to be higher than your will, or your will will never advance.
Well, that just makes sense.
Yeah. If there's enough tests earned to advance health over will, you must first advance. Oh, cannot be higher than will, so your will has to be the high stat. Okay. And in order for you to advance your health, you have to advance your will first. If will has ever been reduced due to injury or sickness, health cannot advance until will catches back up. Wow.
That's kind of not a good thing.
That's interesting.
Do I put the leather armor in like torso worn or something, or where does it go?
What's it written there?
It doesn't say anything on the cards. It just says, how to use it.
Let's wait, because I'll stop with the giving out stuff, because there is actually a spot here that talks about armor and stuff.
Okay.
So we'll get to that. And I think
wait.
it does go to Warren, actually.
Fair enough.
But
There for now, then.
we'll just take a gander too. So that's the So
That
that's
doesn't tell me the
no.
spells, though.
Doesn't tell you the stats either. That's the weird thing. And there is no paladin here. So
Yeah, because it's on the website or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have, I think I do I have the thing downloaded for that?
Yeah, it tells you this, like, the level up for it, and then on the bottom it tells you, like, oh, yeah, okay, I see.
Tabletop. Torchbearer. Sheets.
Paladin.
No, that's the sheet. I didn't download it. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really give you the thing here, so I don't. I wonder why that we like that, because it doesn't have it in the book. So I thought for sure we could at least come up with like, oh, you know what? There's another area for it. That's what it is, right here. Character bundles. I bet that's it.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
I love this color in our chat.
The like changing.
Changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. Same.
So which class do you think about doing? Like an adventurer, a warrior, or paladin? Just so that I'm not wasting time and you're like, I'm not going to choose it
I mean,
anyways.
they're going to do a warrior or a paladin.
Okay,
One
so
or the other. Depends on if the heals are worth it. Because it doesn't really, like, it's kind of, for instance, his mental health has to be, he can't go crazy. He has to worship God, that kind of thing.
yeah, there's restrictions. Yeah.
That's what I mean, if it's worth it or not.
Well, that's up to you. I'm just
Well, that's why I'm asking you what the...
rules take on all of the 8 core classes, including thief and paladin. So, is there anything here on paladin back here? Let's
I
take
think
it.
it's all in the down.
Because it doesn't have the.
It'd be great if I could spell, right?
What? Huge. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a big old screen there. I do a lot of video editing too, so that's why I got the double monitors. And honestly, I shouldn't be using that.
Here it is.
But yeah, but it doesn't have like what you start with. See?
Where's the skills about healing now? I think is what she's wondering.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take a quick here and quick wander here now. Because if you look at the very bottom, it kind of gives you an idea what he does. But, because then the bottom is like vow of justice, armored, stubborn, vow of hunger, vow of fire, vow of light.
Oh, here's the skills overview from their Torchbearer RPG from.
Oh my god, that's exactly what you need. Okay, where did you find that?
Google. It's on their official website.
Oh, okay. That's your raw abilities there. Perfect.
Torchbearer, thank you, Paladin.
Oh, right. That is their when they got a Kickstarter. They their bonus stuff.
Higher than 2, higher than 6.
There you go.
Which is per little arm.
Yeah, your skills there. That's, there you go.
Choose from the following skills: we bring 3: criminal, haggler, pathfinder, survivalist. That'll be kind of bad.
Yeah, we're getting to that because that's for. No, you can do whatever. That's all special skills for humans. Humans get to choose that in general.
Yeah, and
Feared in hell. Feared in hell.
Paladin's righteous fury is known to all demons, evil spirits. His force is Quayo, and facing one's impure spirit. Thus, the paladin must always be vigilant and against temptation. Lest a simple act lead to evil deeds. Except for bow and crossbow, which is my favorite. Plus, optional shield is a secondary weapon.
Another armor and.
Armor and helmet is needed if it's not taken as a second weapon.
Doesn't seem like you could heal. It's just like a religious warrior.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It's very much like Diablo.
Yeah.
Or
well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Devils doesn't have a lot of heal, but he does have vows. So I don't know what those vows really entitle here. They are in the thing. The vows are, and I can just go through the vows real quickly here. Vow of justice. First lesson. Let's see. First lesson one learns when they take holy orders is to sense all evil in the hearts of others. Okay. Make it will versus whatever. Okay. Stubborn. Lord. Vow.
Spell torch that way.
Vow to the lords of hunger. When you're made hungry and thirsty, the paladin may choose to instead make angry condition. Okay. So.
Back. One of both.
That's the same as the other one. Trying to find the one that was on the.
Yeah. Vow of healing and fire. By lay of hands on the sick or fray, the paladin grants an unfortunate soul a free recovery test. So at level 4, you start healing.
Okay,
So not at level 1 though. And that's what it is. Like when you're healing, you're getting rid of conditions. Because once you have all the conditions, you'll eventually just be
Drop
dead.
dead.
Yeah, drop dead. Yeah, and yeah, and injured, of course, is one step closer to the thing. So choose one of the two, 1, 3, whatever.
I'm gonna go with warrior.
Go with warrior. Okay, cool. It's right in the book, so it's easy.
Also, not as.
Not as
You do
complicated?
this because of this.
All right,
You do
not
this
so
because
restricted.
of this, and-
So your class is a warrior. You're a human warrior. And you have to distribute your stats. So you have 8. So you can distribute between health and will. 2 is the lowest. 6 is the highest that it can be.
Crap, this one.
So in between. When you're done that, let me know.
I really need health.
Well, you go 6 and 2.
Everything in health. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go 4 and 4.
4 and 4. Okay. So the skills you get is Fighter 4.
Okay, 1 sec.
Ooh, nobody had
Fighter
Dungeoneering.
4.
Interesting.
That's a volume.
Hunter 3.
That's where the loot is.
Commander 2.
No, yeah, Skogan.
We're just gonna rob
Yep.
the town. I don't think. we can-
Mentor 2.
Skogan. Oh,
Okay.
Rider 2.
with the umlaut.
Rider
Yeah,
2.
with the umlaut. That's right.
It means,
Yeah, Rider
it means
2, yeah.
force.
Okay. So also
Oh, I
trait.
noticed that.
Can I have a pet?
Oh,
Can I have a pet?
Not yet. You can't get a horse.
I
that
was
is something
trying.
to get.
I always
You
try and
wanna
get
be a
pets
ranger?
and have bows.
Rangers. Yeah, Rangers don't get.
No,
pets
I
out
don't
of
like.
that,
I
so-
don't like how elves play. I'm not a big fan of.
They're just different.
Yeah,
they're griefy elves.
Yeah.
Your trait is Heart of Battle.
Okay.
You need me to do my little thing on that
Yeah.
and try to stumble over my words a many times?
Yeah, I can read it if you want.
No, I'm good. Heart of Battle.
hey, that's the cardiographer. Tired of battle.
Yeah, that's right. Cardiographer. Oh shit. Warriors are creatures of action, able to throw their bodies into harm's way, with the skill of valor in pursuit of their goals. But often warriors are readily resort to violence when another way might be better served.
Can I?
So
I was gonna say, can I read that?
no, you can't read it. It's off limits now. So yeah, so you're great at battle stuff, but solution 1 generally is if it doesn't work, punch it, and if it doesn't work, you punch it, and then hopefully
So you're quick
eventually,
to rage.
yeah, hopefully it'll just eventually you punch it enough and it works, right? So
Or it's no longer a problem.
no longer a problem. Nothing to worry about. It's already
Just think
dead.
of, like Thor, you know?
Yeah. So you can use any weapons, any armor. We'll get to the weapons and armor thing later, because I know I gave them the weapons and armor, but now it's causing confusion. So we'll get to that part. So anybody who's human,
Yes.
they get a rating of 3 in one of the following: criminal, haggler, pathfinder, or survivalist. You get to choose which one and put a 3 in there. If you're criminal, it's kind of like criminal activities. Hagglers, if you want to kind of get a better price, sometimes hagglers used during the town phase, especially. Pathfinder is when you're looking to go somewhere, to like travel somewhere. Pathfinder is required in order to find a way to get there. Survivalist, is that mushroom safe to eat? You can either try it, or you can try survivalist to make sure you're not going to die of poisoning, or get sick and die. So
Thinking Pathfinder or Survivalist.
need that toasty fire for your camp? Well, survivalist can make it happen.
Is it 2 or 1?
Haggle.
3.
Great. Oh.
Our magician's gonna haggle.
Okay. Oh, that works. Get a better price. In the talents, that's basically all you're going to be doing, is trying to get the prices low enough so you
But
can
finding
actually
paths
buy
are
something.
really important.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know what
survival's
exactly Scout helps us with, but I do
Scout is sneaky.
sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah, Scout is like you are sneaking past something, or you're trying to go somewhere without being seen.
Nice.
You're scouting.
Yeah, like when we played Mouse Guard, my character left and the main camp and like went out ahead of everyone so that they could scout out anything that was coming
Out ahead.
before.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it works. Or
Makes sense.
anytime you're trying to get past something without being seen, generally scout. Okay, where's your home? So we're going to talk about your home a little bit here now. So choose a place that your character calls home. If your GM has created a map, which I have not, you may choose from a settlement, which I have not. If this is your first Torchbearer game, you'll only have standard options to choose from. Each home has its own culture represented by skills and traits it provides. Choose one skill of your character. God damn it! Choose one skill for your character from the settlements list, and give it a skill rating of 2. Additionally, choose one trait that from your character's hometown list and give it a rating of 1. So, this is the following ones you get to choose from. You can choose from any except for ones that you're restricted from doing.
Could you
Elf.
put it on the screen so it's so much more easier?
It is, but I could. But I don't know if I got the PDF there.
I've got stuff on my phone.
So
what page
it's okay.
is
You don't need to do that. That's okay.
No, I don't mind.
Okay.
It's really huge.
Yeah, just Torchbearer PDF. I gotta download it, but pretty sure it's not legal. So it's probably gonna be hard to find.
It should be in the. He's got it shared in the chat.
That's right. If you want to go to your Facebook and go to our chat,
Spell that one.
you know, it's up higher in the chat. But anyways, in the meantime, this is not that difficult. But if you're Elfland, obviously, if you're not an elf, you can't go to Elflands.
Oh.
Okay. So Dwarven Halls, Religious Bastion, Bustling Metropolis, Wizard's Tower, Remote Village, or Busy Crossroads. Those are the ones you get to choose from.
Page 10?
It is, 15.
15.
Yeah. If you're wondering what they kind of do, I can just give you that book. You can look, or you can go up there.
Yeah, so it's wherever we choose, we get, what was it, a skill from?
So you get a skill from the skills list, one of them, and at a rating of 2, and then you get one of the traits, a rating of level 1.
Cool. Traits are interesting.
Yeah. That's it there.
That is?
I think. Is that? No, it's not it.
That's what I was saying.
Try clicking the print.
No, that's up further. There it is.
There we go.
So page 15 is where we're going to go.
The actual page 15.
Yeah, I know. No, I was trying to change it down here with the page.
Yeah. It's because it's not actually
No, because the first few
browser.
pages are index.
Yeah, no, I mean like the
Here,
keep
it's
going,
10.
it's 10,
Okay.
11, 12,
I couldn't find the number. That's why.
13, 14, and 15. There you go.
There we go.
So much easier. Look at that.
Human.
It's okay. So we got so there's sort of some on top, some on the bottom there. So, just to make it difficult.
Dwarven Halls, Religious Bastion, Bustling Metropolis.
Yeah, and give that town a name, and it will go on the town book. If you're from this place, you just gotta let me know.
Oh, I can't pick Wizard's Tower because
Alright.
I already have everything that's better than 2.
Well, if you get it again, it goes up to a maximum of 4. So if you choose it again, level it up.
2 plus 2?
No,
plus
as it
1.
goes up by 1. Yeah, anytime you level, you're only going up by 1.
But I guess, so if you had something at 3 there, you could put it up to 4?
Yeah,
But if you had something at 4, you wouldn't be able to put it up.
that'll be correct.
Yeah.
Could I read what the trades does?
Read what the trace does?
Yeah.
Well, they're not particular what they do. They all do the same thing. It's just how you narrate them, right?
Yeah.
So, give me an example of which one you're talking about. Skeptical
It's a skeptical.
or thoughtful? Okay.
Could I just go through all of it?
Sure, yeah. Skeptical souls are always watching for lies and deceit. A good quality, but it can go far when the skeptic thinks even the truthful are liars.
Thoughtful is the other one.
Thoughtful. Okay. A thoughtful adventurer will ponder all options possible, courses of action before making a decision. This is very useful when there's time to plan or ponder, but useless when in haste.
What about?
You can also print off the skills and traits too.
Yeah, I mean, we could print the entire thing off there, like page,
Just print an entire new book.
but like
No, I mean
The adventure section,
page
you mean?
14 to page
The whole, like, adventure.
No, I'm
20.
talking about just the skills and the traits.
Oh yeah, like what they
Because, like,
say.
for instance, I might pick calm and quiet.
That's
where, Jerry may pick, I don't know, the
Something else.
Wizard's Tower, which is skeptical about.
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Well, that would be page. If you want to print that, that'll be page 23 to 25.
I'm just not sure this aligns with the same number.
Just scroll down to page 20.
No, you don't need to. Just press print.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Control. No, what are you doing?
He doesn't control P.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
I wouldn't use that because, like I said, the first few pages, the index might be different because
That's right, because it
They
has.
might-
It
That's
has,
what I
has
was trying to say.
But
Just
it-
go back to the PDF
Yeah,
and
that's
scroll down to
right.
page
Okay.
23 and see what page
Okay,
number it starts
sure.
at on the PDF page.
that works.
Or what page? Is it 23 that
It's supposed to be 23.
Yeah, so if we go to page 23 in the thing and then see what number it actually
No.
says.
click it.
So there's 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Well, it'll tell you when you get down to there, right?
Yeah.
But it's already 4, so I guess it does follow. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And this one's 4.
Yeah, but where's the page?
there you go.
number? Yeah,
That's
four,
good.
so
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
So you can do it. Yeah.
Cool.
So what number? Sorry.
So page 23 to 25.
Oh yeah, it is correct.
Oh, perfect. It's loading preview in case we want to look at it.
Is it double sided?
No. It's a manual double side only. So you have to actually, if you want double side,
You have to
flip it.
manually flip the paper.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
having it.
It is an old printer. It's an old printer, and I've had it. For
I'm going to go with a busy crossroads, I think.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the rider skill. Just because that seems cool.
Rider
So
skill.
it starts at 2, right? Because I don't have anything in it.
That's right. And just jot down the town's name there by your home there.
If we were to pick the same
Okay,
town,
so
can we
that's
just
the trait.
make it up?
Yeah, you can make whatever your town you want. That might come into play later when I design a map. First, I don't
Busy
design.
crossroads.
Like there is a spot on your character sheet for home.
Yep, it's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so there's right there.
So you can actually just put the town name in there.
Yeah. Let me see. What should... if anyone else wants to be from a busy crossroads, we can be from the same place.
Yeah, you can be wherever you want because
But
as long as like it's relatively same.
let me look at the traits now.
It's all here.
Nice. Let's see. Foolhardy or
Look at your cartographer.
Excuse me, what?
Katana, religious bastion.
There are some folks who are always going where they shouldn't and doing what they mustn't, sticking their heads in holes or reading strange eldritch texts. Remarkably, some manage to skirt the consequences of their actions because they're Pip and Took. But that may be because few people write stories about dead foolhardy adventurers. Quick-witted adventure acts on instinct without need for thought or consideration, while this attribute is clearly so it can lead to difficulties when patience and planning are. I'm actually gonna go with foolhardy, I think. It
It's
sounds
funny that
both like
Elfland-
fun and like a bad
Elves
idea.
only. Dwarven halls, not dwarves only.
Elves are snobs, I guess.
That makes sense.
I guess is the moral of that
They
story.
must know Elrond.
Yeah. Pretty much. Could you do me a fave?
Maybe.
There should be a cord there for a for your
Get
phone.
music.
My phone?
Yeah,
Your phone.
yeah. There's a couple cords there, like
My
probably
phone
behind
is
you.
over here.
Or sure, I can use yours too temporarily. Just because I don't know why it's blinking. I'm assuming that's not a good sign.
No battery.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I charged beforehand, so I'm wondering what that means.
I'm just thinking what.
Oh, it's Warcraft.
No,
Isn't it?
it's not.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's very familiar.
Darkest Dungeon.
Well, yeah, it's because That it would stick to the theme. At
I
least.
know that in my I could know that in my sleep.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Oh man, when I was streaming, on Twitch like kind of regularly.
Yeah.
I got the voice pack from the narrator. He's got a Twitch voice
so
pack for like
good.
when you get like subs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's great.
Oh, that's so good.
It's free too, which is nice.
Wow. So what were we to here? So we're still at Where's Your Home, right?
Yes, and I'm just
Alright.
waiting to see if anyone else wants to be from Crossroads in case we want to be from the same place.
Oh man, this is tough.
This is only the beginning. We got like 3 pages of this, but character creation is pretty much a session, so...
I want elfland
stress.
skills. That's
I want elfland traits.
They're coming. You will be getting more stuff, more choices coming up.
like calm would be amazing for me.
I want calm. Yes.
What's calm do? You guys want it so bad. Let me see. Calm.
Pathfinder.
Difficult to anger and easily shrug off any emotion that does manage to burden the heart.
Basically the opposite of everything I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easier.
It would be
to play.
amazing.
Well, you can be an elf. You can be a ranger instead.
I already did that and I didn't like playing.
That's true. That's true.
Shama, skeptical.
Hesitant and weaver.
You know, I'm just gonna be an angry man then. Did you scroll down for a bit?
Scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. What's a laborer?
Laborer is kind of like the all-purpose. You're lugging around stuff, doing petty jobs.
Yeah, such a lousy skill for me.
Yeah, sometimes it's necessary. There are certain laws
Probably
in
lets
certain
you,
towns.
it would let you like carry stuff more or something.
Yeah, not really. No. Well, you can. Yeah, if you had to like lug your equipment, that's too much for you. We use a labor skill. That's right.
Yeah.
But also certain things that like require you to work in order to survive, and labor could come in. Peasant too. I think is another skill.
I'm gonna go with skeptical
Skeptical, sure.
and level up my scholar.
Sure. So that's level 3. Perfect.
Because skeptical sounds boring to play.
Skeptical.
Yeah. I'm just that prick that goes,
I don't like this. No, yeah. Now traits are also controlled by you too, meaning that you can use them when you think it's convenient or
oh,
use
it's just I'm this generally trustworthy guy, and then
yeah, right.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Every now and again,
Yeah.
my spider senses are tingling. Your aura is a bad color. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, they go hand in
That's
hand.
right.
Yeah,
they do.
right.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna go with armor so I can like if I have a shield.
So dwarven halls. So I have to give. We're going to talk about like
I
your.
don't like those traits.
Huh?
Cunning maybe, but he's not.
Yeah, Fury's fun.
Yeah.
I wanted Fury, but then the skills are all
Well, I'm already quick to anger, and then add that to it. I'm
quicker
like, gonna be
to-
like,
Yeah, but that's perfect then, because then it's like you use your heat of battle and your.
yeah. It is like
Fiery
it's like
and-
leveling up the skill, but you're just
cunning
leveling
might
up
be
the
better,
traits.
right?
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna
cunning,
use armor.
Cool. That's going to be interesting because we're going to talk about your towns a
Okay.
little bit before we
So
continue.
a wizard tower
Armor too.
Yeah.
is not a town. It's just literally a tower.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
With people inside though.
Okay, let me Google all the stuff. How does that tower called?
Like a tower?
The one Saruman's tower.
Oh, that'd be Asgiliath. Oh no, sorry,
No.
Asgard.
No,
Is it Isengard?
Isengard.
Isengard. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Asgard. Asgard's the Aesir.
I knew there was a guard there. I should know that.
I just remember
Asgard is
because
Thor.
they're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Yeah, take it up. Mr. Isengard. Isengard. That's right.
This makes me want to watch the first one, which I hated.
Oh, that's the greatest. So did you choose
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dwarven Halls.
Okay.
Is it armor 2?
armor? But if you don't have it, it's 2,
Okay.
and then your traits are 1.
Okay, so what trait should I take?
I guess
Can I check out
Yeah, it should be there. Firing cunning.
versus cunning?
And then whenever you got that, name your town, and then we're going to talk about your towns very briefly. Or you don't have
My
to.
town
Let me
is
just
going to
see
be
here.
Barrel Bend.
Okay. I have finally made my tower.
You named your tower.
Yeah.
Tower you from?
Okay.
Yeah.
grew up in.
So we'll start with the busy. So like, talk about your town a little bit. So like, what's your hometown like? Or what kind of busy crossroads is it? What's it a crossroads?
Yeah.
Around it.
So it's like a busy crossroads, probably between like a couple like good-sized settlements kind of thing, but also it's a little bit on the edge of like, you know, if you think there's like a cluster of like sort of civilizations, a little bit more towards the like kind of on an edge sort of thing. I'm thinking it's kind of nearish to like the sort of thing where like I grow up hunting to some extent, right? Because I got like a hunter skill and stuff like that. So so it is kind of
so what's the town?
It's probably Barrel Bend.
Barrel
Bend. Yeah.
Is there like what's the population like? With regards to like hobbits, humans, elves, dwarves, sort of.
Lots of hobbits, well, halflings, whatever, because hobbit is trademarked.
Oh, right. Sorry, hobbits.
Yeah, lots of halflings, and then probably lots of humans, and like a handful of dwarves.
Okay.
But not a huge amount. And elves are like, what the holy shit? There's an elf.
Okay, so is there a lot of forest around it, or?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so it's foresty, and any water, body of water, anything, any sort of like things that would stand out, or reason people will go to Barrel Bend.
I think I'm thinking maybe there's like there's a river that goes through. That's kind of where the town built up around. It's kind of like why trade and stuff would come through there. Because there's a river. Okay, sort of thing.
Is there barrels go in the Barrel Bend?
Definitely.
So there's barrel races.
Barrel races, yes.
Is there a waterfall there or something?
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyways, we're just wondering.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so right.
Yeah.
All right. So the Wizard's Tower.
Yes.
Let's talk about what's the name.
You want to look at it yourself.
Oh, look at it myself. Oh, it's a sneaky name. Oh my God. T for short.
No, it's a wizardy name, so you have to.
Oh, they're taking the hobbits to level.
No.
Oh, to Isengard?
No.
Okay.
The name is they are taking the hobbits too.
They are taking the hobbits too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, they are taking the hobbits.
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay,
I don't want to go anywhere with you, I think.
No, it's just a name. It's an ancient.
It's like all one word.
Okay, there's too much. I'm just gonna go ... for the rest of it. All right, and what do they call it for short?
Nope, that's it.
That's it. Okay,
That's a short name.
Okay, that's the short name.
Ancient arcane name just repeats and repeats.
Let's talk about this Wizard's Tower. So, like, is this where you learned your wizardry stuff, or is this like? Or this is like somewhere you were born in the Wizard's Tower and you're like, I don't want to join these wizards, I'll join these other band of wizards.
It is like I don't know how wizards are like in Torchbearer.
What?
Are they like Dragon Age where if you want to learn magic you better fuck off civilization and do it yourself?
You can. Yeah, I mean, you can make a wizard's cabal be whatever you want it to be, right? Mm-hmm. If you wanted it to be very much like we're not going to help the noobs, go find your own way around scrub, or we're going to be like you were born with the blood of so and so, and you must learn magic, and we must make you a powerful magician, and throw a whole bunch of rabbits in the hats and amazing card skills.
Nice.
So it's right. So I mean, you can. It's however you want it to be. Like there is no exact other than what I said at the beginning. Like a lot of places are more so here's the basics. Go out and do your crap.
Okay.
Right. For the most part, but you might be special.
I guess this is like imagine a Shaolin temple, but for mage. So if you want to join this tower, you're taking the hobbits too. You have to kind of dedicate
your life
to it, kind of thing, or maybe.
Game of Thrones.
So why are you out here, anyways?
Let's say I have no recollection.
Okay.
It's just like, hey, I grew up here, or maybe you know what? Let's think about it.
All right, I'll let you think about it. And what about you with regards to the name of your town and what was it? Dwarven Halls. What was the name of your Dwarven Hall?
Ironforge.
I'm going to be completely creative.
Okay.
Ironforge.
Wow. And what does Iron Forge do for a living? Forge iron, maybe? I don't know.
Surprise! They weave silk.
So,
They're a bunch of silk weavers.
why did you grow up in at a dwarven town?
Because my family was there.
Okay. So tell me a bit about Iron Forge.
No, my father was really, really great at using iron or working with iron. So
Okay.
he was a specialist, and he was better than a lot of people in it. And
Okay.
so they actually sought him out and brought him in.
Okay.
And he's been working on it and showing me the craft and all
Nice.
that kind of stuff.
All right. Don't talk too much about your family because we're going to get into that. But I just want to know why you were there. So, tell me something about Iron Forge. Like.
There's a big ass castle.
Okay, so it's a castle built into the rock stone, I suppose.
Yes.
So built
Have you been there?
I'm guessing
the
you're
mountain.
referencing something, are you?
So, what's so special about this mountain that it's built into? Anything special, or is there anything special about it?
There's lots of iron inside.
It's an iron mountain.
Did you know, actually, pure iron, before you could extract it from ore, it was actually fairly uncommon to find actual Tellurian, Earth-based iron deposits. It was mostly meteoric. Yeah, until we figured out how to, extract it from the ore. Kind of thing.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, I learned that the other month.
Interesting.
Okay. So, anyways, that's good enough for me. I'm happy with that.
But actually, outside, you get this big, huge castle.
there a king or
obviously,
something?
And
Is there a king in the mountain?
King of the
I don't need that card. Okay, I'm being totally creative here.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
outside this big ass castle, there's all of these areas for
Is it snowy?
Forges and all this kind of stuff outside.
Is it northern and
Horses
southern, or
stables.
anything in particular? Where would you say where it's located to, geographically? Would it be
Probably the center of the.
okay?
Because a lot of people go through there.
Is this mountain revered as the center, they literally the compass of the
No, it's not like
planet?
a volcano. No.
No, what I mean, no, I'm sort of when you say the center, is it
It's like Greenwich.
the center of everything? When it comes to that's why they're there. Okay, no, I'm just wondering. I didn't know if there was some lore attached to that. Okay,
No. There's no lore.
okay, so
There's no
all
more.
right. Anything else to add to they're taking the Hobbits to?
Yes.
Or the Hobbits are being taken to, or
Oh, to the tower of my origins.
huh?
To the tower of my origins.
The more sort of the tower.
Okay, that's
That's good enough. Okay,
Oh, it is.
we'll get to your origins now because we're going to be talking about your family.
Okay.
So first of all, what is your social graces? How do you convince people you are right and do it? Here's a picture. I'll print it off for you. You can just stick it right there.
Find a barrel.
Yeah, I'll just
That barrel. That's where I live.
Yeah, that's my barrel.
That's my peeking hole.
In Game of Thrones, it kind of reminds me, but in Game of Thrones, where the part where what's her name with the face, Arya, gets stuck outside, where there's all these stables and iron forges and all that kind of stuff. Outside of this, there's this huge amount of
Okay.
forges and stables and growth and
Any
all that kind of
Balrogs
stuff.
living down there? Or?
No.
Balrog's also an angel. Yeah. All right. So, I think he's on par with or demon, but he's on par with the
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they're called, the
Archangels.
yeah, what do they call though? The actual what Gandalf is.
Oh, the
Astari?
Maya.
No, the other thing.
Starry.
Sorry.
The Starry are.
That's what I just
yeah,
said.
yeah.
That's what you said.
Why did you say that?
Yes. You looked at me and you're
Wow.
like, no, the other thing. I'm like,
Sorry.
Astari?
Yeah.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Shit, sorry.
How long do you have to be together before your other significant other begins to forget or not hear
Or
you?
just not.
I don't know.
So you get to choose one of these.
It's 3 years.
So you get to choose. You got to choose one of these. So,
What is this under?
excuse me. Oh, okay. So we're gonna talk about what is your social graces like.
Okay.
So you can choose one of these, and you'll get one of these skills at a rating of 2. You can choose Haggler, Manipulator, Orator, or Persuader, up to a maximum 4. So if you want to upgrade one of your other things, you can upgrade it by 1.
Oh wait, where do I write this? This is
So this is another one you can choose. So how do you get what you want?
so this is not like a social group. There's no social group.
This is just a question to you.
Okay.
So the choices are Haggler,
Haggler?
Manipulator,
15.
Orator, and Persuader.
What's a raider?
Orator would be like public
Oh.
speaking.
Orator.
Yeah,
Orator.
Orator. Yeah.
I thought you said or raider.
Ah,
This is-
that is how you get what you want by threatening people with axes.
Yeah, that's right. I raid your town.
Yeah.
Pillage your resources. Yeah.
What's your specialty?
Nope.
No.
Above that.
Oh,
Don't go ahead of me now.
What
what's your
is-
social graces?
There you
There
go.
we go.
So you could choose Haggler, Manipulator, Orator, or Persuader.
I'll just upgrade my.
So easy to
Haggler.
be bad
Sure.
in this.
Huh?
So easy to be bad in this. Like I'm trying to be like a good warrior, and everything is like manipulator and fiery and cunning, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
Fire
wanna
is
be
not
any of those.
necessarily bad.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you can be, and you can use Manipulator in a positive way.
You can fire is just another word of
Yeah, Manipulator.
passionate.
Like just because you're a liar doesn't make you a bad person.
There, you're on record now. So.
I mean, it's only 1 out of 4 that is bad.
Can I see the difference between like Manipulator and Persuader? Just the descriptions.
Sure, I can read out.
I don't really want to orate to us.
All right.
Where did my Google Drive document go?
Persuader. Oh, it's very easy. Persuaders explain to their friends why it's best in their best interest to act on their behalf.
Yes.
Okay, that's what a persuader
So you're
is.
not lying or anything. You're just
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're my buddy. Here, I'm going to tell this.
Here's why this is a
Manipu-
fantastic idea.
yes.
Manipulators use. Oh, it's not what you said, is it?
Yeah, Manipulator. Yeah.
Manipulator uses lies, half-truths, ugly truths, soothing plateaus, seduction, and intimidation to get what they want.
I'm gonna go with Persuader,
Intimidation. That sounds yummy.
Yeah, intimidation. And ugly
which
truth.
is also a great combination with me being foolhardy, because I've got this fantastic idea involving barrels and waterfalls. This is why you should do it.
Join me!
It'll be fantastic, guys.
You should go orator. Just so you could play like Brutus from the Julius Caesar.
Orders use poetry, performance, and speeches to sway crowds. This skill isn't for convincing your friend; it's for influencing a crowd.
Yeah, friends, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's right. You can be a politician
And a warrior.
and a warrior, a strong politician. All.
And a
Or you
warrior.
can just be like orator to be like you know,
Everybody, come on!
you're the commander who's got
That's
like,
right.
a really good impassioned
I'm thinking
speech.
right.
probably.
Brutus.
No, I'm thinking probably Haggler.
That's fair.
Hey,
Because if you're in Ironforge, like a lot of it is going to be buying your goods and
Good
getting.
thing you're not Northern Frying Forge right
No,
now.
but I mean for armor and stuff like
That's
that.
right,
you're gonna
that's
need
right.
different
Makes sense.
types.
If you're in there and you're in the business of making
It's not only
business,
going to be iron; it's going to be different tools
Yeah,
and different
true.
things that you got to
And
add.
So
it sounds like it's like a lot of like industry and trade and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Haggler would be perfect for that.
So it's Haggler what?
2. If you don't have it. Okay, next. Stop reading ahead. What is your specialty? Each player chooses a unique specialty. No 2 players in the group may have the same specialty, so don't pick the same one.
yeah, why don't you? What's BL at the side?
BL?
At the side.
Oh, on the skills chart, yeah. Oh, I think that's which ability, because I think it's will and health. I think it's probably what that is. I don't know what BL stands for, but
That makes sense.
Yeah, that is actually right.
Advancement.
Yeah,
but yeah, it must be the base level. I don't know.
yeah, if it's health or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
so-
it's either a health or will base.
Yeah, to health or will check.
Unique to let's see.
Excuse me.
So you get to choose it. No one else can choose it. So just choose your specialty and just put a star next to it or underline your specialty on your character sheet.
It's not all of it, right? It's-
No, you get. It's only cartographer.
Oh hey.
Yeah, cook, criminal, dungeoneer, haggler, healer, hunter, manipulator, pathfinder. I think all one side of your sheet.
No.
If you look at
No.
not even quite. Hey,
It's not.
that's unfortunate.
That's why it's on the screen as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, work it out yourselves.
So what do you guys say? At least one of us has to be a dungeoneer, right? That is-
necessarily. We can. There might be
good.
absolutely no traps in the first dungeon you guys are going to. There might be no traps. There might.
I'm a skeptic, man.
Yeah, maybe you might want.
There are traps.
Well,
Is
well, it's only if you can see my aura and see if I'm lying. I guess I'll find out.
Had you had you taken survivalist? Did you have?
I have survival
You do.
history.
Okay.
Wow, that's good.
The other thing is we have to remember that we're not always going to be together.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Now you want to be together as best as possible.
as much as we can, but there's always
because
going to be
each time you roll dice, a turn passes. So if you're all separated and you're rolling dice like crazy, your
Time's
time
going
goes.
like
And then if you're separated, carry extra torches because you're all gonna need one.
That's true.
But because none of us have Dungeoneer, and if one of us pick Dungeoneer, the rest cannot pick Dungeoneer.
For
right.
specialty, yeah.
So the first specialty only.
Yeah.
There is more to it, but honestly,
Okay, there's a healer specialty there. I don't know what exactly that would.
healer. You can use healer to instead of your health. So let's say if anyways, I can just read it out. Okay, a healer helps keep the adventurers whole and healthy. A healer can use supplies from alchemists and peasants and scavengers to form herbs and medicine. A healer can also create potions to aid recovery from angry, afraid, exhausted, injured, and sick conditions.
That's a really big thing too.
And they can grant +1 dice to recovery tests with the appropriate condition to count supplies as well in health recovery. So they can essentially heal your conditions.
I'd say the
Depending
things
which
that
one.
we might need the most that we're missing is probably Pathfinder, Healer, and Dungeoneer.
That's fair. I think I'd be reasonable. I think for my character to be any of those three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Kind of got a broad
And
spectrum.
two is a very low number, but you gotta start somewhere. And if you don't have the skill, you can always use beginner luck. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the way this works, you tell me what you're doing, whoever institutes the idea gets to roll that skill, and I set an op. So if you're like
Whoever what?
yeah, whoever tells me they're doing something and they're doing it. So let's say you're saying I'm gonna check for traps, you're doing that, and you're going to be rolling Dungeoneer, even if you don't have it. So you're going to use the beginner luck rule, which is tough, or you can try to learn it. So you basically are working on getting Dungeoneering, right? If you don't have it.
I'm gonna change my social grace just so I could. My specialty is haggling then,
Okay, sure, yeah,
and so my social grace is manipulator.
sure.
I
Okay.
just shift
Yep, that's fine.
Can you redo it? Cook again? For me?
Sure, yeah. I didn't think I did it last time.
I don't think so either.
It's actually pretty good. A cook can prepare meals and preserve food. So every adventurer in the party needs a cook. Your cook can make that hunger go away when you're out in the wild, far from home, or in a cozy pub. They make bread. They can make bread from a handful of grain or stew from a brace of
Conies.
wild taters. Wild taters.
Conies and taters.
Taters. Well, what's taters, precious? You ever see that? Yeah. Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew. Yeah. Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew. Boil them, mash them,
Please don't get that stuck in my head.
stick them in the stew. Stick them in the stew.
And what does the fox say stuck in my head?
What are you thinking?
I don't think, because of the fact that I'm fiery and all that kind of stuff, that Dungeoneering would be a good fit for me, because of the fact that I would jump into it rather than be like, oh, is there a trap? No, well, okay.
That makes sense.
I think either
BL's
Pathfinder
beginner's
would
luck, by the way.
probably be.
Beginner's luck.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
BL. That makes sense.
Put BL, yeah. So you put an X in that area where it says beginner's luck, and then you erase that X when you're no longer a beginner.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what were you saying, Melissa?
Sorry.
I would think I think Pathfinder might be the better of the two, or of
Of the
healer
options.
and healer or Pathfinder. Pathfinder would probably be the better of the two.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I just don't like the idea of not having a healer of any sort.
I mean, I could go healer. It would fit with. So like I'm
Was
a
that
cook
what
and a
you're
scavenger, and
envisioning?
like I'm kind of like a huntery sort of thing. So like I could say it'd be reasonable for like the character, and I don't know,
Well,
I've already got my own scavenger.
Burglars and thieves. I mean,
Yeah.
disarming traps.
Or just sneaky and
Yeah.
stuff.
Doesn't seem that out of character for them, right?
Yeah.
And Pathfinders are more so when you're outside. Dungeoneering is more if you're inside. So outdoor traps, Pathfinder kind of deals. Dungeoneering inside.
I'm gonna go with healer, I think.
Healer? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
Patch
sounds
people
fun
up.
too.
Yeah, patch people up. Alright.
Can make potions and
Yeah, I was
stuff.
gonna-
Yeah. Okay,
And
Pathfinder.
I will totally
and
try
you
this random
chose
potion. I don't know what it
I chose
does.
haggling.
haggling. Okay.
Up your haggling. Yeah.
Alright. How are you wise? The wise category is a specialty of abilities that represent the fields of expertise. They are not rolled. Instead, they augment with other abilities and skills. So basically, if you're doing something that you're wise about, you get another dice.
Okay.
So, choose one of the following. There is, or make up your own. So, there is like a crap load. But, so it just says here, elf, choose one of the following. Want to be elf-wise, elven lore-wise, elven craft-wise. You can make an argument about any of these. Dwarven chronicles-wise.
Home-wise or
halfling.
needs a little salt-wise?
Needs a little salt-wise, yeah.
I'm gonna go with needs a little salt-wise.
There's just a bunch. Like you can
That one.
talk all day about things, but you can also just choose specific things like book wise, ice storm wise, trap wise, ugly truth wise,
'cause
war
it says
wise,
halflings, choose one of the following and then
That's right.
take a second wise. of your
zombie
choice.
wise. It can be anything. It'd be like zombie wise, undead. Well, I can't use undead. See, so it's got to be kind of
Oh,
very
I get more wises than you guys.
Continue scrolling.
right. Yeah. So why is that? Why is that?
It's just
Because
gonna be
it says
specific.
halflings, choose one of the following: home-wise or needs a little salt-wise. Take a second wise of your choice following the guidelines
No,
in this section.
yeah, because the other races have.
And then humans, it's choose one wise. Either take one of our examples or
all
invent one of
the
your own.
Ones are here.
Like,
Elves, dwarves, have
the rest gets to have
It's
two.
on page
Do you
15
only
there.
get one then?
If you just read through the, because it gives the rate, it breaks it down by race, right? How you get the ones.
Okie doke. Oh, I see. Is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah.
So humans choose one wise. Either take one of the examples or invent your own.
Yeah.
And halflings. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. You get home wise or needs a little salt wise, and then take a second one of your choice.
Okay. Where do we write these on this? Was on this? Oh, on the wise.
Wises.
That would.
Yeah.
There's also
Why-
wise.
Oh,
Why is
they're
it-
starting
Yeah.
up here.
And your wise is like there's a reason why it says like pass, fail, fate, and persona. Those wises like
So humans only get one wise then.
you only get one. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's got to be specific. You can't just say like.
You can't say world wise and be like
Yeah.
anything in the world or dark wise. Well, I guess you could actually, as long as you
And
say
then
night wise, like night wise,
yeah.
you get benefits in the night kind of thing. But like in the darkness, you don't, right? So there's just because you're night wise doesn't mean that you're in a cave and now the night wise can help you. So night wise in darkness, like
Could you continue scrolling now?
Yep.
night wise can be like stars and moons.
Inappropriate wises.
Okay, so I just didn't know where you were. So.
Yeah, inappropriate wises. Yeah, so
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
those
too
are-
general.
Yeah.
sick wise, anger wise, wound wise. I'm so wise with
I'm
these
role
wounds.
playing game wise.
Oh, yes, right. like that. Role-playing.
GM wise. Roll for insight. I'm the
So,
GM.
plot wise, town wise, camp wise.
Alignment wise.
Yeah, don't choose those. Adventure wise. Yeah, you can't choose undead wise. Yeah, it's got to be very niche.
Yeah.
I'm not wise about what my character be wise about.
And then a bit of a question and and then we're pretty much done with it with the character creation. So the session, the thing that I actually have set up here is 1 to 2 sessions long. It's meant for straight up beginners, but it can be a little bit dangerous. So just it says in the thing it says this is a great introductory quest for beginners, but has enough challenge for veteran players. So
Fair enough. Oh boy. Pick a wise.
the one that came out in the book, they're telling you not to do first.
Oh yeah.
They're like that one's a little tough. That one's like
So I assume streetwise is not a thing.
sure, yeah, streetwise, yeah, why not?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Streetwise is fine.
I'm a wizard. I mean, I'm a mage. I'm like,
You're like a nerd.
I'm coddled.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking maybe taking armor wise,
Armor.
just because that would make more sense.
Yeah,
Because
especially with
I
your
grew up-
background.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I see that book wise, but then that's like that's really
Library-wise.
Yeah, that's really boring.
You know the Dewey Decimal System
it
inside
depends.
out.
Or make your own books, because your traveling books is you can't learn spells if you don't have a traveling book.
Yeah.
So book binding is probably important too. But you know,
That's true.
And knowing which books are important and which are not is
That's
a
right.
big thing.
That's right.
They can't go to station.
there are definitely cursed books. You
Yeah.
open up a book in Necronomicon, and you're
Can I go stationary wise where I go like
stationary wise.
Stationary.
I'll see like this paper it wouldn't last for a year because it's poor quality paper, but this is good quality paper.
Okay.
This quill is
Yeah.
from a lousy duck.
Is that what you
That
want?
was an
Stationary wise?
Stationary wise. So my books will probably be
really
you
nice looking.
can resist say rain because
Oh.
I pick paper that can.
Sure. All right. Stationary wise.
I think I want to go with like drink wise.
Sure. Drink wise. You know what to drink and how to drink. You know, you're very wise to do things.
I know my liquors and my not liquors.
This is not liquor. This is not dwarven ale.
Like when I healed, I used Herbwise, like something that will help
that's
you
nice, yeah.
in your
Oh, you got what do you got?
endeavors. What?
No, she was talking about.
I'm
Oh.
talking about when I healed previously.
Oh, right. Yeah, you had
Yeah.
herbwise or something.
I had Herbwise. 'Cause you
Yeah,
need to
smoked
help
them
you in
herbs.
your future.
It needs a little salt water.
All right, nature. Nature is a specialty ability. Unlike all other abilities, there are 3 descriptors attached to nature.
Where
So
is nature?
nature is right up on top there.
Up here.
See underneath health and will there, it says base skill.
Oh, got it right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these descriptors help define your character. So if you are a halfling, your descriptors are sneaking, riddling, and merrymaking.
Hey.
Oh,
So
wait,
if you
hold on.
do
Sneaking, riddling, and merrymaking.
That's right. So if you do one of those 3 things, you can roll your nature instead of any other stat. If you're riddling, if you're merrymaking, or you're sneaking. So humans have boasting, demanding, and running.
You're real goddamn good at running, guys.
So
Please wait for me.
those
My
are your
legs are short.
descriptors. So if you want to use your nature instead, you don't have to worry about taxing your nature if you do that.
Taxing my nature?
Yeah, and we're gonna get to nature.
I read
tax.
through that and it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
So there is boasting.
that's right. Demanding
Demanding,
and running. You get all 3.
Oh, I get all 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're descriptors.
Oh.
They go next.
I
to
thought I have
No,
to choose.
no, those are those. If you are doing those 3 things, you are the most human person you can be.
I can run real fast, guys.
That is a description of the book
true.
of what a human is. So,
It's like, I thought it was a tank, but sorry guys, I'm out.
demanding, boasting, and running.
Ancient Joestar technique.
So
You
you're
guys know.
basically you're there to demand something, and then you're boast about how you get it, and then you run away because you don't want to face the consequences of what you just did. So
Like, have you guys seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
no.
I've heard it, but I haven't seen it.
So it follows the story of the Joestar bloodline,
Okay.
and then one of the characters, one of the Joestars, he calls it the ancient Joestar technique,
Okay.
which is running away.
Nice.
He'll be facing the guys like, haha, get ready for
Get ready for this.
this ancient technique. Then he just turns around.
If you guys are hungry, we could make some stuff too. You said you had lunch, supper, or something with you, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have breakfast nor lunch, so that's why I had
I just had
Okay.
breakfast.
my
Okay.
everything. So I guess breakfast.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
5 o'clock.
Okay, not a problem. Well, it's 7
We have
something
popcorn
now.
there.
It is, yeah,
and
7:13.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so if you want to eat, just let us know. We're almost ready. We're almost done this now, I think. So, we got the descriptors. Good. We'll talk about nature and how it can be taxed and if you go against your nature and that kind of stuff
Base
later
nature
on.
of
Okay. But for right now, we'll just talk about the actual base nature stuff. So, all characters have a base nature of 3. Answer the following questions to determine your final starting nature score. Okay.
Yeah, because was there a slash?
Yeah. So that's when you tax it. So you have a base nature of like what your nature is. When you tax it, it goes lower, and there is a way to reset your nature so that you're.
So it's like there's a denominator.
Fraction.
Yeah. So your nature is like how close you are to being human or being
The ultimate halfling.
right?
Yeah.
So if you have 7 nature, you're the halfling. But the problem is your nature's too high, so you will have to retire your character. So your character is dead if your nature gets too high.
Wow.
So you
Retired.
retire.
Even if your base nature is too high.
That's right. You retire a character. You're.
I guess it's. I think it's kind of like if I'm like a really halfling, I'm not going to be adventuring anymore.
That's right.
I'm going to go sit at home.
He's going to do the 3
whatever.
descriptors, and that's it. He's going to be merrymaking, riddling, and whatever the other thing is. Sneaking.
And riding barrels. It's
Those are his descriptors. So once he's at 7, at the end of that adventure, or at the end of that session, I'm sorry, he's going to do those 3 things for the rest of his life, and he loses his character.
Okay.
if your base nature ever hits 0, you also retire your character and you become an outcast of society. You are no longer human in the eyes of humans. You have gone against all of what they stand for. So you have to balance your nature. Mm-hmm. You can't be too high, you can't be too low.
Yeah. And you can get really good things by doing stuff with your nature.
Yeah.
But it's at a cost.
At a cost. And you do pay a price.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
It's like, are you the mousiest mouse that ever moused?
Yeah, and the mouse guard, of course, are mouse descriptors, same kind of deal. But in this game, yeah, that's how it works out. So basically, if you could go go become a bandit somewhere because they're an outcast, right?
I am now officially a monster.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Some nature questions will give you a trait you gained from your home. Others will also give you some other stats. Okay, if you exchange a trait for a new one, it starts at level 1. If you've already chosen a trait, increase it by 1. So, elf. We don't have an elf, right?
Nope.
Don't have a dwarf. Halfling.
Hi.
Do you eat second breakfast every day, even when supplies are running short? Or do you tighten your belt and go a little hungry now, so your supplies will last?
I eat second breakfast.
You definitely eat second breakfast.
I like food.
If you eat second breakfast, increase your nature by 1. So
So I'm
it's
at
4.
4.
When confronted, do you stand your ground and fight, or do you run and hide?
I stand my ground actually.
Stand your
I'm
ground.
kind of a fool.
Okay, it remains unchanged. If you stand and fight.
Okay.
If you would you rather be safe at home in your warm bed instead of on this dreadful adventure?
No.
No. If you rather like adventures, you may replace or increase your home trait with adventurous or calm.
Oh shit! What was my home trait?
Your home trait would have been your busy crossroads.
It's the second.
Busy crossroads. Yeah, that was. Right. Oh,
Yeah.
trait.
So you can replace that with calm or adventurous, or and that's it.
Or leave it as it is. I'm guessing is probably an option. What's adventurous? Most folks are content to live a quiet life at home, but some fools actually crave the excitement of a rollicking adventure.
That's the same thing
They
as
live,
foolhardy.
not really. They live to travel to strange places. Foolhardy is like, I'm going to stick my hand in that hole.
That's right. It's like, oh, I pulled out a piece of gold. Amazing.
Or, oh god, it's a squirrel. They live to travel to strange places and experience new things. It can be hard to grind an adventurous spirit down.
Yes.
They're always ready to see what's over the next hill. But sometimes they jump into situations without looking.
Like
I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to take adventurous. I like that.
All right, nice. So,
And it's still, like, I can still keep that kind of...
so your nature is
Spirit.
4, and you just got a trait. So, okay, humans, you can both answer this.
Yes.
So, do you sit at a hearth at night drinking and boasting about your deeds, or do you spend those chilly nights quietly preparing for the dark times to come?
Boasting. For sure.
Preparing.
Okay, you're boasting?
Yeah.
Increase your nature by 1.
4.
Boasting about your exploits, real and imagined.
Real and imagined.
quietly prepare. Increase. You may increase or replace your home trait with thoughtful or loner.
That's not really like.
Thoughtful is that?
You may. You don't have to.
And loners.
Real and imagined. What?
Yeah, loner's definitely not a good one for with a team.
Well, the thing is with loner is that you can portray yourself as being a loner, but then you'll get bonuses when you are alone. Like you can use your trait being like, well, I'm used to be by myself, so I'm gonna.
Well, we're trying not to be alone too. I say I'll take thoughtful.
You don't have to change. If you...
Also, twist me might come up where you fall through the floor, and only you fall through the floor. So keep that in mind. Even though you're not supposed to split up, a failed roll can cause you to split.
That's the home one, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't have to change it.
That's right.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So you chose thoughtful.
Thoughtful, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I figured that might be easier
Okay,
than
next one.
loner.
When elves and dwarves voice their concerns, do you demand to be heard as equal, or do you bow your head and listen to the wisdom of your elders?
Equal.
If you demand your rights,
Wait,
increase
wait.
your nature by one.
Okay. Fine.
So,
So that's cool.
you got to think about it. If you're doing what
That
your
makes sense
nature
for
is,
like your boasting.
right?
Kind of
These questions are all about those three descriptors. If you're doing what the descriptors are, your nature goes up. If you don't, something else.
Yeah, 5. And I think it'll go up to 6.
Really? Oh, that's interesting. But no, he starts at 3.
Yeah, he took 4. He went up 1 and
Oh,
then
right.
And then it went up 1 again.
yeah.
If you demand your rights, increase your nature by 1, but reduce lore maker or scholar by 1 if you have that skill. If you do not,
God damn it.
your will do.
No,
So
well.
do you have scholar or?
He's got both, I think.
No,
So you would
I'm not talking about the same thing. If you demand your rights,
I did.
yeah, you either choose to increase your nature by 1, but reduce either lore master or scholar by 1. If not,
I don't have either of those.
you have to reduce your will by 1.
No.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
I know. My bonus from Scholar has just been cancelled now.
Yeah, my will is important.
If you listen to your elders, well, something else happens. So,
No.
all right, don't listen to your elders. Screw those guys.
No.
All right. Do you flee from hordes of goblins, beasts, and monsters that prey on civilization, or will you plunge into the midst of questing for adventure and treasure?
If, again,
Questing for treasure.
can the mage do explosion stuff?
No.
Okay. Let's see here.
If there is a possibility, then I would.
You mean like high level, or you mean at the beginning?
Yeah,
Even
level.
at like any point, you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So I have. So you got like Eldritch Darts. That's your main attack key thing. Then you got like Devilish Laughter, Eye of Omen, Conflicts Take No Actions Turn, Greybeard's Bane. Permanently forgets the last moments of what they did. Lord of Dreams, Illusions. I'm not seeing anything here to do with fireballs.
Or at least anything destructive. Because I probably would have seen
Water Lung, I guess.
the Grandmaster Mage.
they'll do something really impressive.
Yeah.
Shroud of Shadows. I mean, there's nothing here that's like
Something cool. Shadow
cool.
Shadows. Cool, right?
Okay, yeah, Shroud of Shadows, man. Like,
Okay.
you can call forth darkness to smother the light. So,
Oh, yeah, okay.
who needs torches when you can call upon darkness?
Yeah, this is right click. Yeah, but yeah.
Just right click.
This is right. Like,
Okay, so yeah, so if you well, you didn't choose yet.
I did.
What did
You chose to flee.
No, I chose to stay.
So,
yeah.
if you do not fear those who prey upon civilization, you may replace or increase your home trait with brave, foolhardy, or defender.
Yeah.
So you can. So you're thoughtful. You can replace it again.
Brave, foolhardy, or adventure.
That's
Defender.
Or defend.
Defender.
Yeah, nah. I'll stick with skeptical.
Okay.
I don't want my nature to be 6. That is too.
Too high. Yeah.
Too-
But there is ways to bring it down.
Okay.
Yeah. There are ways. You can voluntarily bring it down at certain points.
Oh,
Yeah.
at certain points.
Yeah, like when you tax your nature, you don't want your nature to be taxed to 0. So you avoid that by reducing your base by 1 and then maxing out your nature. Okay?
Yeah.
But when you use nature as what's called tapping into your nature, or you're using nature to replace any skill. Let's say you're saying, I don't want to learn how to do that. I'll just wing it, right? So you won't learn the skill, but you can use your nature instead. Problem is, if you fail, you reduce your nature by the amount that you failed by. So if you fail by 3, then you become, like, if you have 6 nature, you'd be 3-6. Sorry, 6-3, right? If you ever hit 0, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But you can always go, I'll reduce my nature to 5, so that now it's 5-5.
So if I were to pick flee, then if I were to pick flee,
Yeah?
what would
You would increase your nature by 1.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. You would flee and hide inside the walls of the citadels, increase your nature by 1.
Okay, I'll go with 6 nature.
Okay, yep. Yep.
There you
Human
go.
as hell.
You're very human.
You're very human, yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit become human? Detroit's your
what this is
name.
trying to say.
I've already became human. So, no need to make a game, folks.
So basically, I put my home before my other people's concerns, or
Defender?
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's not like defender is in like I would defend somebody with my.
No, I would defend my
it's
home.
like I will defend my home, not. What
Not
was the
I will
other
defend
one?
other people.
Defend, yeah.
Brave and foolhardy.
Brave.
Brave and foolhardy, yeah.
Never hesitate to step into the unknown. They're susceptible to wild tales of far-off adventures and dangerous adventures. Brave is most universally to test being called.
So this is a bit weird, different way to design characters, I know.
surest
It's
way
different
to
for
earn-
sure.
It's neat.
And what was the other one?
What was that? Foolhardy?
Foolhardy. That doesn't sound good.
Well, you're just being like, whatever, I can do that.
Okay, yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
It's like Pippin knocking the
Yeah.
skeleton down the well.
Yeah, there you
In Lord of the
go.
Rings.
Which, was a benefit, because it's summoned
You
all
gotta
those
go with
orcs that
thoughtful.
they had to fight. And Gandalf
thoughtful.
wouldn't have to fight the Balrog, which means he wouldn't leveled up and saved the world. So,
Wouldn't
there
unlock
you
his
go.
prestige class.
So
or whatever.
technically, Pippin was doing a good deed. Mm-hmm. Indirectly. So, would you pick anything? Or
No, I'm gonna stay with thoughtful.
Stop with the awful. Okay. Now you could just say you flee and then just bring your nature by 1. Metagamey.
I could, yeah.
All right, I would run away. Whatever.
Yeah.
I would run away, but not now. I won't run away now. Not today. but
No, if
yesterday.
there's
I
like a
would've.
huge horde of them,
Yeah.
obviously I'm not gonna stay.
Yeah, they
That's when you
prey.
hide.
They prey upon hordes that prey upon civilization. So there we go. Okay, circles and relationships. Here we go. This is the
Oh,
fun
this
part.
is, yeah.
Where
This
is
is my fun.
that?
There's a circles thing up there, and then I'm guessing relationships is all like the
Yes.
parents, mentors, friends, enemies.
All about you. Circles will be used to find help, information when you are in town. Relationships can be introduced whenever appropriate. Indirectly, circles are a way that you become a GM for a moment. If you win a circles test, you can design a character and then kind of give me all the attributes of what that character would be like. And then they are now in the game. You created them. So
You will not just immediately kill off the character.
no, but they will most likely be involved in a plot later on.
Okay.
Yeah. And Circle's characters, like even in Mouse Guard, we've had a baker, Mrs., who was rolled up on Circles, and she basically was a main character in some of the quests from then on. Because so what happens.
Keep in mind he can use some of this stuff for later adventures.
Oh, of course, I can always use everything against you, but that's part of the fun, though. Especially because when people create a character, they get an attachment to it. It's really fun to take that away from them. Answer the
Jamming's great. Jamming is great.
Let's name all of our characters Jason.
Jason 1, Jason 2, Jason 3.
I will name this one Game Master 1. Answer the following questions to generate relationships and circles rating.
Oops.
You can take a friend. You cannot take a friend, parent, mentor, or enemy. What? You cannot take a friend, parent, mentor, or an enemy. You can only choose from the 3 or 4 at best. Answer the following questions. Generate relationships.
Nature, circles, and relationships.
You cannot take a friend, parents, mentor, and an enemy. Oh, you can't take all. You have to do 3 or 4 at best. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
So you either have friend, parent, mentor,
Right.
that's right. So you don't have them all.
parent,
That's right.
enemy,
Or an
whatever.
enemy. The enemies are actually can be a good thing too, because enemies
friend,
are
mentor,
more
enemy.
like rivals.
So
So
we
So it's there's 4 options for relationships.
Yep.
we're gonna.
But we can only like come up with 3 out of the 4. We can't have all 4.
okay.
That's right. Okay. So this is going to be overall here. First of all, so circles 1. Add. So your circle starts at 1, so that's a good thing. Add the base rating based on your answers. Okay, this is for everybody. Do you have friends who enjoy your occasional visits, or are you a loner, tough and cool?
Can I be a loner but not tough and cool?
Yes, you certainly can. Yes.
Okay.
I have friends.
I have friends.
Loner.
if you have a friend, just one,
Just one.
plus 1 circles. Write your friend's name on the character sheet and choose a profession from your home town's list.
God, what was the?
So
list.
you were what?
I had.
What's a hometown's list?
That was on the like thing.
The wizard thing.
It-
That's just
Wizard Tower, because it had like the list of those like
Yeah.
kind of skill.
So you had to choose a skill. Yeah.
So like your
from
friend
the list.
could have been
So
whatever-
Busy Crossroads had cook, haggler, and rider. So they could be. So basically, you would say the first name, and then put down the skill. So if it's like Ryan the haggler,
Ryan.
right? Kind of like
Let's
that.
say
Jason the head.
That's right. They're all Jason.
they're all-
Jason the haggler. Jason.
I'm gonna say my friend Toro
the cook.
is the cook. That's what I'm going with.
And I don't regret making it like a Shaolin temple for mages because everyone's a mage.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, because that's because it would be alchemist. Well, because you would if you had that, which you don't, because
So you chose.
you would have like Fred
What?
the alchemist would be
Dwarven
your friend, or
house?
Fred the scholar, or
So
Fred
that's
the warrior.
armorer, laborer, or stonemason.
And
Stonemason.
loner has nothing.
Nothing yet. You got more coming up.
Okay.
So don't fret. And I'm going to tell you what you get for being a loner.
Yay.
You get some stuff. But I'm just talking with the friends first. Okay, you got whoever the whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
I'll probably look for the L.
Okay. If you are a loner
Biff.
who's not so tough and cool, your circle starts at 1. You have an enemy. How did your enemy destroy your life and set you on this path?
I thought it's a rival.
Well, write
This
down.
can destroy your life.
Write down the name of your nemesis or mortal enemy on your character sheet and skip the rest of everything else here. Take the loner trait at level 1 or increase it by 2 if you already have it.
Not replace.
Go have some snacks. The rest of the group finish answering the questions.
But not replace.
No,
No, you get a new trait.
He's very, very excited to be a loner.
You get a bunch of bonuses basically at a cost of circles. So your circles is 1. And that's it.
And you name an enemy.
An enemy. Yeah, and
then-
it has you have to give them a skill
There
too,
is
but whatever skill you want.
Okay.
And you have to think about how they.
That's just traits.
No, I have to take it. So,
Yeah, those are traits. You need skills.
Oh.
No, but the loner.
Oh,
Right,
But
because he gets the
my skills alchemy.
I think the enemy can have any skill you said.
yeah, any skill you got.
Oh yes.
Any
Yeah, he ruined your life, and this is how he ruined it. Choose the skill he ruined your life with.
Choose the skill you ruined your life with. He did.
All right.
Theologianized
So
that.
what's your snacks?
We have popcorn.
There's ice cream,
There's ice cream, and there is what was it? Green tea ice cream
green tea, and red bean.
and red bean. Yeah. What else we got there?
I was ruined by a cook.
Yeah, that makes sense. He made the most delicious.
I have rice pudding.
Sure, I don't know. Whatever's over there. You can.
I'll help myself. You do the thing.
Sure, yeah.
I'll have
There's the ice cream there.
I wouldn't mind some popcorn at some point, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can we pop some corn?
One of these?
yes, please.
Could we pop some corn?
Yep. I'll pop some popcorn.
Sure. How about you get a bowl and put it in the center?
Green tea ice cream?
It's
Sure.
pretty good, actually.
Matcha.
She doesn't like it, but I like it.
To me, it tastes like green tea grounds.
Well, there's a little leaf.
I drink like a ridiculous amount of green tea. So
Oh, you're gonna love it.
oh yeah, probably.
Skill. Which one is Scout is the sneaky one, right?
Yeah,
Scout is sneaky, yeah.
Criminal is criminal.
And Arcanist is because as a mage,
It's another
it makes
mage.
sense for my rival.
That's right. It could be like you guys like maybe the guy like got you banned for some reason. Like
It's just a start season.
yeah, but you got to tell me how he ruined your life.
Okay.
Yeah. How did your enemy destroy your life and set you on this path?
He betrayed.
He framed you? Did he frame you?
No. He just kind of betrayed. They are taking the hobbits too. He betrayed the Shaolin Temple.
Okay, let's call the Shaolin Temple from now on.
Yeah. So it's not just me, but I am.
So you like got like caught up.
How did he betray
the
them?
whole
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, how did he betray it?
Okay, now let me think. I am not very well versed with the source material right now.
It's absolutely fine. The source material is whatever we make it to be.
So basically, he ran off to another rival,
Oh!
Shaolin.
And what's that?
Shaolin Temple number 2.
Yeah.
The rival is
they threw the ring into the fire.
it's called Isengard.
Isengard. He ran up to Isengard and got the Palantir and
He was the star student, and then basically the Isengard school.
yeah.
They are not that benevolent. They are more
They're more evil.
the more evil kind.
Ah, see, more chaotic.
Promises power. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know, kind
And they give it's like you can touch the Palantir, you get a little smooth there like this. And they're like, I feel more powerful already.
I guess my enemy Sasuke was.
I love it.
Sasuke?
I love it.
Nice. What was he? The Arcanist?
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. That's too good.
So he ran off to the rival school.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then in the meantime, he bombed the wing of the thing. Because the rival school say if you want to join us, you have to do something for us.
Oh, I
And then-
see.
Yeah.
So yours is like, we'll take anybody. The other one's like exclusive only, VIP only.
Yeah.
So like they're way better, obviously.
no, they are not. They are evil.
Sorry, you have the membership? Get out of here. They're like, we'll take you. Got your membership revoked? That's cool.
They are known to be
Oh, they're the bad guys.
Bad guys.
All
yeah.
right.
But they are all really.
What is Isengard's ultimate purpose?
Okay.
Have you guys any of this in Naruto? Because I have not.
Yes, yeah, I've seen all of Naruto.
What the hell is Akatsuki trying to do?
Akazuki?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in the end, he's like, have you seen all of it, or?
I have not touched Naruto.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Well,
very,
it's
winding, so
that is like 600 episodes of episodes, like you're trying to get through.
But what is Akatsuki's end goal, basically?
basically to change the world
Yeah, that's right, Katsuki.
by making everyone zombies.
Well, yeah,
So they're in their own dreams.
that's right.
So
right.
basically, he puts them to sleep under the moon in the tree.
Was that the Akatsuki's goal? I
Yeah.
thought that was
Yes,
just the one
that was
guy's goal.
Madara.
No, well,
Well, he's the main dude who.
But he's the guy who owns. He's the guy who runs the
runs-
Oh, okay.
from the background. Like this is like on episode 580 or something. You find out.
I watched 700 episodes.
Yeah, 700 episodes. That's right.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, Akatsuki is like at first they're just like, oh, we're just gonna take all these all these things out of people that are whatever they're called.
That's not really popping very much.
Oh, well, just keep it up for extra long.
Yeah, but it was burning the bag.
Really?
So it was, yeah.
That's very weird. Are you sure? Wow.
No, I'm.
I'm sure. Of course you're sure. I know. But it doesn't sound like. Did you just put new ones
I
in?
put a new one in, yeah.
Because it's burnt.
Yeah.
The other one's burnt, yeah.
Okay.
But that could kind of work, like put people to sleep and
Yeah, they're in
zombify
their
or whatever to
own
like
dreamland,
rule
so-
the world or something.
They want to bring forth the life tree, and
but
and
that's
take
only-
control of the life tree, so all life bows to them.
Should I do that?
No.
Sure.
Is that,
Not at all.
I don't know. I'm just coming.
Okay,
up with
I'm
something.
gonna make something up right now. So Isengard,
Yeah.
they're a bunch of elite mages. So
Okay.
they are not just mages. Some of them are
So the enemy's obviously better than you.
Hybrid, yeah.
Yeah, because what the enemies, the thing about enemies is that they always have +1
Oh yeah.
of whatever you have.
That's
So
okay.
anytime that you would have 6, they would have 7.
Sasuke is better than you.
Yeah, clearly.
So, their goal, the Isengard's goal, is to find some, I guess, artifact that releases a powerful magic
Okay.
that puts everyone to sleep in the
Okay.
dream world so they can take over.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful.
Fair enough. I'm glad we're full of originality here. All right. So,
Iron Forge. We've got the plot of Naruto.
upon Naruto and Isengard. Okay.
I've got barrels, guys.
Well, here you go. I mean, that's interesting.
I'm sorry if I just made a really powerful enemy.
That's
Hey,
fine.
that's cool. That's
That's
exciting.
fine. All right. So the rest of it. Oh, you're still doing. How many bags you putting on?
2.
Oh, okay. I think we got
There's one
a couple
came out
extra.
with next much popcorn.
Oh, geez, yeah. That really didn't want to pop. Some inferior kernels.
Yeah, I think well, it's a small microwave, so it's like
Oh no, the second bag sounded like it was popping better there.
okay. So we'll wait here now. So there's 1, 2, 3 more questions. Huh?
Yeah, they both didn't really pop. So
Okay, now I'll have to
gonna
make it.
combine them.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess if it's so small, sometimes like,
yeah.
they get caught and they don't turn properly.
Yeah, like I usually put it on for 2.5 minutes, almost 3.
His was fine last night.
Yeah, but I put it on for 3 minutes though.
No, if it wasn't burning the bag, I would have put it in for longer.
Oh.
I did put the second one in for longer.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Either way, it is what it is.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Do you have parents you can stomach talking to, or are you an orphan?
I have parents. I don't know if I can stomach
Same.
them, but
I definitely.
In the game, we're talking about.
yeah. Oh, I'm talking about that too.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I have one parent, but
Okay.
I have
And
one
you can
parent.
stomach talking to them?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, he's usually drunk, but you know,
Fair
it
enough.
works.
No, it works.
He's funny when he's drunk.
So you gotta write them down.
So yes, so note your family name. So increase your circles by 1. So it'll be at this point, you guys would have 4 circles.
3.
3.
Three.
That's right. 1, 2, 3. Note your family name or parent's name on the character sheet. Choose a trade for your parents in your hometown.
I don't have my own name yet.
If you're an orphan, you have keepsakes. So if you both have parents or a parent, give your parent a thing. So crossroads, cook, haggler, rider. So whoever, whatever, same kind of deal.
Was it skill or was it trait?
It said trade.
Trade.
So
Okay.
yeah, from the thing. So it's either cook or haggler, I guess, or I guess rider. You can
Yeah.
technically
That'll
teach
be a
people how to
rider.
do it.
That'll be
And for you, it would be armorer. I guess if your parents are armorers, that kind of makes sense. Armorer.
Yes.
So you can put in your family name, so whatever your last name would be, right? Or you can put down a parent's first name. It's up to you. But it's
Yeah.
the armorers.
Lena and Bill.
What's my
The
dad's
armorers.
name?
Amarus.
Well, yeah.
Let's name him Valdo.
Valdo.
Wow.
Valdo the rider.
Valdo the Rider.
Is it like from like Soul Calibur?
No, actually, I just made it up off the top of my head.
Okay, Bull. Oh my god. I was like, I could be like, I'm riding upside down.
I've literally never touched Soul Calibur in my life.
Yeah,
That was a completely accidental reference. I've never touched Soul Calibur in my life.
Okay. Well, I can see Volo
I
being
was
drunk.
Valdo. Yeah.
Valdo.
Yeah, I was trying to like come up with like a hobbity sounding name, like any
Fair enough.
O's and whatever.
That's nice. Do you have a mentor, or did you make your own in this life?
I made my own.
Made your own?
He's my father, so it kind of cancels out.
So you made your own then? Once you left?
No, well, my dad was, yeah, I
mentor?
guess, yeah.
Well, did your dad have friends that was going to teach you something outside of armory? Because you already learned armor for him.
Oh, yeah, I gotta increase my armor. No?
You know.
Yes.
No, you don't.
No?
No.
Okay. What was the
But-
thing I have to do when I put my parents...
Increase your circles by 1.
Okay, I do that.
But like, did your parents tell you go off and learn some other thing? You have to be armor all your life because there's no money anymore.
No, they
because-
wanted me to take up the trade, which is why I left.
Oh, interesting. All right, so then you can just get the other thing. You made your own way. So you both did that.
So,
So-
I think an enemy or a mentor.
You don't know that yet. Well, you don't get a mentor, no.
Move your own way. Popcorn.
Oh!
Okay.
If you made your own way, you start with a pouch of cash worth 2D of treasure.
Hey, high five.
So put it in one of your inventory spaces.
Pouch
As we
of
bag.
cash.
Yeah. And you don't automatically have a backpack, so a large sack or anything
No,
like that.
we do have a belt pouch though. With that,
You do.
Okay, what was that? How much cash was it?
2D of treasure. You can tell me what the treasure is. It can be 2D worth of gold, or it can be an heirloom, or something of the sort like that. Something from your mentor.
Yeah,
If
you
your
might
mentor
want
is
to wait
dead, but-
until we figure out what we're carrying.
2D of treasure.
We're getting to the part with the backpacks and stuff.
It's some pretty gems.
Pretty gems. That's fine. That works. Have you made an enemy in your life, or have your dubious deeds managed to escape notice?
I'm gonna stick
good
with my
question.
father. He's like my mentor and my enemy.
Okay, no, you can't do that. So did you? If you made an enemy, +1 circles. If not, you get to choose a class stock for your enemy. Oh,
I think I'll have made an enemy.
you have?
I'm gonna yeah. In my I got up to some criminal
you get nothing
shenanigans, and
if you don't get an enemy.
I got up some criminal shenanigans, and I made an enemy of some law person.
Okay.
I think.
So just next questions. How do they ruin your life?
They threw me in jail for a while.
Okay.
That kind of sucks, and I got in trouble with like everybody at home, and they kind of kicked me out because they were like, "You're stealing shit. That's bad. Go away, kid."
So is that your hometown or somewhere else?
Yeah, that's why I left Barrel Bend. So it's
Very
a
good.
law person from Barrel Bend.
If you guys want Pepsi, we got some over there too. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I guess you consider him non-good.
okay.
You would consider him as your enemy, but you wouldn't, because he really arrested you. And
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry.
he's my enemy.
Or you got out of jail and they're looking for
I
you.
escaped from jail.
Okay,
That's not.
no,
I broke myself out of jail.
There you go. Using
Because
using all your dungeoneering skills, right?
All zero.
It's like,
Maybe I
he left the key, so
This is barrel.
I mean, I think maybe I like the barrel.
It's like, wow, I am the barrel master.
I wrote it down in the barrels.
That's how you got away.
I like pickpocketed the garage or
It's
something.
like, and the barrel race begins now. You're like, jumps in the barrel.
Yeah.
And you can stop now. The barrel, you floating away. Look, there's somebody in there.
Did the
Wonderful.
enemy have to have a specific trait? Like,
Yeah,
or-
so same thing. So it would be something else. It could be anything though.
yeah.
It could be fighter, you know. Could be whatever you got. Their skill will be either 4 or 1 more than what you have. If you don't already have 4.
There we go.
He's gonna be theologian, I think, maybe. I don't know what a law I mean, he could have fighter, I guess. Yeah, I'll just give him fighter.
Okay.
He's a law person. I guess he needs a name too.
Commander.
Well, commander.
Oh, commander. Yeah, that would make sense.
If he was like the lawyer or something.
Or like the captain of the guard
Ah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
And maybe it's like exceptionally like maybe I stole from like his house or something. Is also why he's like extra
Extra
pissed off.
angry.
That's where the gems are from. Yeah.
Ah. All right.
So I stole some gems from the commander.
Sure.
What's his name? Radagast.
Radagast. There you go.
He's human too, not.
Radagast.
I really want to make a Radagast deck if there was more creatures.
Oh yeah, there's more
Radagast,
coming out.
the
Yeah, there's
commander.
enough,
There's
yeah.
all the eagles.
It's not even right now.
Do you have an enemy?
Make an eagle deck.
Do you have an enemy?
Yeah, but he's a fighter.
So,
He's just somebody who was just like, I thought he was better or wanted to be better than me.
oh yeah. Well, he is better than you.
Yes. No, he's a 4 because he can't be.
Unless you have fighter. He's plus
have
1 whatever
fighter.
you got.
So he's a 5.
He's a 5.
How can he be a 5 when I'm supposed to be 4?
Because it's 4 if you don't have the skill.
Okay.
It's plus 1 whatever your skill would be otherwise.
Yeah. So Radagast is a 4 on
Yeah.
commander.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Sasuke is a 5 in our credits.
Yeah, so it'd be a 5 fighter. So he is a better fighter. The person's always better than you. So every time your skill goes up, they also go up.
Morally, he is not.
Now, they might have other things that are not so good as you, but that skill, they're always better than you.
I'm hoping at the end of my personal campaign, Sasuke will join my side.
Yes.
Very possible.
I totally agree with that.
This is very much... You befriend him. Use friendship.
Right down the
That's all you need to say. You're my friend. I can't kill you. So
He's definitely one of my OTP.
I bet it is. Okay. So right. Though you have starting resources. Though you may have been wealthy at one time, well accounted for, wholesome once, you have now fallen in hard times. Your pockets are empty, much like your stomach, and all you own is what you carry on your back. All characters start with a resource of 0. So the first pass you get levels it up. No failures needed. Same thing with 1. So this means you buy something successful, you got it.
Yeah. There I was jailbreaking trial.
Choose your adventuring gear. The common list is below. When a starting character may choose as much as they can take. Choose whether or not you carry a.
We had 3 circles, or did we gain 1 from that enemy?
You did gain 1 from the enemy, so
it's 4?
It was 4. If you did had
That's
a.
3.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's right. Because I had a.
I didn't have a mentor.
That's right.
I didn't either though, so it should be
It'd be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have 4. 1.
1 from the friend at the start.
2,
1 from
3.
the parents.
Right. You got parents, friends, and enemies. That's 4.
But I didn't take a mentor, so...
So it's
Yeah,
4.
so it's 4. You would have been 5 otherwise.
We start at 1.
Okay.
We
So
start at 1.
if you took a mentor, it would have been 5.
But you cannot have all 4. So
But you cannot have all 4.
So
Exactly.
exactly.
So you have 3. Yeah. So there's a bunch of items here, but if you want a backpack, it's going to be worn on your torso. It says here you can choose to carry a satchel or a backpack. You can fill your belt pouch and your skin with water or whatever you want. Determine what your character is wearing on the torso, hands, feet. Your inventory slots are on your back of your character sheet. Items can be carried, worn, or packed into the appropriate slots, and the number of slots listed below. Keep in mind that items that are packed in your backpack will actually end up taking like a whole round to retrieve it. If you're in a conflict, that would mean you have to do a defense action as your action in order to retrieve or switch items.
put it up on the screen.
We still don't have our armor and stuff.
That's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Right after we get your provisions.
I thought that would be better to do our armor first, because then we can get our inventory, depending on... Like, I'm not going to put stuff in stuff where my weapon is.
Right.
So it makes more sense to do weapons before...
Sure, okay. Okay, well, we'll do weapons, and that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Scroll down a little bit there.
So, if your class is a cleric, you're not. If you're a magician, you start out. You start off with a dagger. If you're a magician.
Sorry? Yeah, I have a dagger.
Yeah. Halflings can choose a weapon. You have your choice, which you did.
Yep.
Humans. Human warriors. A warrior may choose any weapon. You may start with one weapon of your choice. Warriors have the option to choose a shield as an additional second weapon.
I guess that's fine.
So shields are also weapons in this game.
Could I have the book then?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, we were doing weapons first, and then...
We're doing weapons there now. We're just...
Yeah.
No, I mean the first part. You're talking about the satchel and the...
Yeah, I was going to do that because you need to know what you're carrying.
We'll get back to it, I think.
Oh, yeah, we'll get back to it.
after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Melissa just wanted to do weapons first, so
Yeah.
we knew
I know
what we
what
had.
I have.
I only have dagger,
Carried.
so...
Yeah.
So you can use anything. So you can choose. Oh, you got this is yours, right?
Yeah, that's my hand axe.
Okay.
Except for a bow.
And you got some armor, right?
Yeah, my
I just noticed it.
Yeah.
Use
Cool.
a bow.
That works. Yeah. So
Or crossbow.
whatever you want. Yeah. So yeah. Other than what you can't use, I guess. So warriors can choose one weapon of their choice.
I mean, I suppose you could own the thing.
It says you can use any weapon you're talking about paladin. You're a warrior.
okay.
You can use anything you want. Now, if you like a hand axe, you can also get a hand axe.
Yeah, you can see the card there if you want.
Yeah, I don't have a hand axe, and there's no hand axe that came in the military.
There's battle axe.
Yeah, the hand axe, by the way, is just maybe thrown once per fight against anything but a missile. This turns an independent test to a versus test. After the axe is thrown, you count as unarmed, and it's carried one or belt/weapon.
Oh, so that's all it does?
Ah.
It doesn't have any stats?
No.
Okay, nice.
Shit, sorry.
It's all good.
That was wobbly. Glad that was closed.
Wait, as a dagger, I can disarm spears, polearms, halberds, bows, and all crossbows.
That's right. Yeah, because you're getting in close and they can't get you when you're trying to get you with a spear.
Wow.
You're in there with a dagger.
And the mage stuff.
Yeah, I ended up going with the hand axe because it was like I figured I'd be carrying a weapon that was fairly small and like
Yeah, and you're
in one slot.
chucking someone's face.
Exactly.
I really like mace.
Sure, yeah, mace is great. Just bypass armor.
Yeah.
Squat.
Squat, yeah. Like, oh, you're wearing chainmail.
I'm
That
not.
doesn't get mashed up in your ribs. Like, ah!
That's a nice helmet
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, this mace really doesn't give a crap about what you're wearing.
And it only takes up one.
Right.
Nice.
Have you guys seen the superhero movie?
Which one?
Fun.
No, it's called Superhero Movie.
Oh, no.
Starring Drake Bell and
No, hasn't
they have a
failed.
very famous line. So the bad guy, he's showing his new shurikens. It's like titanium blades. They can cut through diamonds. And the superheroes are, I'm not wearing any diamonds.
Nice.
That's great.
This is great. Great. Haha, fooled you.
I'm not wearing any diamonds. That's great.
Love it. Let's get this right on. Alright, so the only other thing's a dagger and a hand axe, so I don't know if either of those are up your alley there. Quickly,
Do you
we're
have a crossbow there?
crossbow. Oh yeah, shoot. Yeah, there is also polearms and crossbows. I'm sorry. All that stuff there.
Yeah, you must have pulled those up
Yeah,
and
I
handed those
did.
to me.
I did. Yeah.
I can't read them.
So just gonna do armor just for purposes here. So warriors, halflings, clerics, y'all get leather armor, and warriors. So you're gonna get leather armor. So you have the
I also get armor as well.
leather armor. Now I've only got one of these. So what I'll do is I'll give you this, but write down leather armor and don't use this as a reference. It's just that you have.
Can I
armor.
use the card just for the reference?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then this just reminds you have armor, so that because armor.
And the armor goes on your torso worn, right?
Yeah, worn.
Why am I holding? Where did I do the
armor benefits kill, drive, and capture.
Now what do I wear?
You got nothing.
Yeah,
Just
but what am I wearing? I'm
wizard robes, maybe.
Your Shaolin monk robes. I don't know.
skin tight with a vest.
Sure,
There you
do
go.
that. I'll just say light armor for now, but it's not the same stuff. Just that, so you know, remember you have armor. Smash that stuff. So.
-1S. And +4.
Does warriors get like a helmet or anything as well? Is that a thing?
You can do it too. Actually, you can add a helmet if you did not choose a shield as your additional weapon. So, did you either of you want a shield or a helmet? I think
Can I see that? Can I see what shield does?
actually you can't choose a shield.
No, I don't think so.
You can choose a shield or a helmet.
Do I have the option of a helmet still, or
Yes.
So
Let's see what helmet.
Yeah. So what stops him from just picking the helmet?
The book does. This says warriors, dwarves, halfling, clerics characters begin with stuff. And then it says here, elves and magicians do not have armor.
do not start with armor?
Don't start with that one.
No, I mean like for her, she has to decide between shields or helmets.
That's right.
Then for him, it's just helmets.
That's right.
It's an option. I don't have to take
Yeah,
it.
he can. Yeah.
Why do you not want helmet?
I don't know. Maybe it's got.
Well, it
Maybe
takes up
once.
it takes up a worn slot in the head.
That's true too. If I wanted to
Right.
wear a cool hat, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's really it, though. And leather
So I
armor
can
is
only
worn
have
one.
shield or a helmet?
A shield or a helmet. Yeah.
We can only start with. I guess.
You start with. Yeah. You can choose a
I
helmet
would
later
go
on.
with helmet because it can be more like Thor.
More like Thor. You can put more wings on it. Unless you want to put wings on your helmet, on your shield.
Then I'd be like the Flash. That would be more the Flash.
Now, the bonus part with the shield is if you're carrying a mace and a shield,
That's what I was
then you get more options for when you're fighting because shields are considered to be weapons in this game. So you use a shield to help you defend or help you maneuver in conflicts, right?
Then I'd have to move my 2D treasure.
And helmets are only one use, basically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they get damaged and then
Yeah.
yeah, they do stop you from losing disposition. Yeah.
Falling from the bikes, falling from the horse.
I'm not going to take a helmet, so I wouldn't have any reason to own a helmet.
Okay. That's fine.
Basically, or have acquired a helmet, I guess.
You're rolling down the barrel.
That's right. We got these special helmets.
Like football helmet.
Yeah, that's right.
Pigskin.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh god. Okay, starting. Okay, so we're going back to the inventory. Okay. So you can choose a satchel or backpack. If you notice, there satchels and backpacks are kind of listed there. So you can choose one or the other. If you choose a backpack, it takes up 2 slots on your worn, so worn torso.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right. If you use a satchel, satchels are 1.
What does it mean by factor for the engineer and fighting?
So if you're fighting and you are wearing it, then whatever you get essentially is an op 1. So you would have to get you would subtract 1 of your successes.
It's like it's an obstacle to.
Yeah.
What casting spells counts as fighting?
It counts because fighting would be if you're rolling fighter. If you're rolling arcanist, that would be.
So it doesn't affect.
It may not affect for arcane.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah, only if you're rolling Dungeoneer or Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, so like if you were using your dagger, it would
That's
affect it, but if you're like casting a spell.
Yeah.
So I got a shield and a mace.
Shield and mace, cool. Options. Okay, so choose if you're wearing a backpack or a satchel. Backpack takes 2 worn slots on your torso. A satchel takes 1. And you just circle which one you got.
Okay.
Because if you got a backpack, so that's 2. So
I
you get
wrote it in those 2 spots.
backpack.
Yeah.
And you're also wearing armor too, right?
Too.
Yeah, and leather armor takes up 1 slot
Where?
On the torso.
on the torso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you.
Your body's filled.
And don't forget, like backpacks are big, so if you're using them, they can encumber you a little bit. So they do have a -1, I believe, to. Or sorry, no, sorry,
So
an
maybe
option. It's a
maybe
factor. Well, it counts, right?
It's
So-
only for the engineer and fighter, which is
Yeah. So fighter is for her. So if she's wearing a big backpack, it's kind of gets in the way when you're swinging around, right? Also, if you're trying to get into tight spaces and all that kind of stuff, that's what dungeoneering basically,
Yeah.
right? Crawling and stuff.
Yeah.
So satchel, you only get that many slots. Backpack, you get the extra slots.
So you get 3 out of 6.
Yeah. So I guess I give you the rest. So fill your water. So put water or wine in your skin, water skin, and then you can fill your belt pouch with whatever you want. So here's all the items. There's like a ton. So I don't know what you want to do, if you want to print that off or whatever, or
Do they go
do I have anything in the player's guide? I did have a player's reference there somewhere. Oh, it's underneath all the popcorn. So I think I actually, I'm pretty sure I have it all here. Yeah. Provisions, Battle Axe, no. No.
no. Is that the one?
Then the GM stuff there? If I can get the stuff, that would help, because then I can just give you guys the.
Is it choose adventure gear?
Choose your own adventure? What?
Is it which page are you at?
I'm at page 19.
Yeah, half of it is here. And the other half is on the other.
And I only get.
I think he's got a printout here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
that's
Is this not this something else?
the master gear list.
Yeah, so it just has everything on it. And then if you want it, you can have it too. Don't worry about the other stuff. That's all GM stuff regarding loot tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we picking from to fill our? We're filling our pouch. Is that what it is?
Everything you want. It's filling your slots until you can't fill any more.
So I could just put head, neck, hands, whatever.
Whatever you want in there. Now, if you're talking about like stuff for you are already considered carrying the tools for whatever trades that you might have. So if you have any sort of numbers into a skill, you've already assumed you're carrying that stuff.
So I'd already be carrying the stuff I need to make healing things,
And
cooking pots, and things.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Pulling a Samwise Gamgee over here.
Yeah, so that's just getting tied onto your satchel or bag, whatever you're holding. Right, but if you, but like you don't, there's nothing here to, so like artisan tools, they're not here because you technically have the tools.
It's like you would already have the stuff for your.
Whatever skill you got.
Yeah. This here,
Garwood.
when you said skin, did you wine
can wear it.
and water or wine or water?
Wine and water if you want. You can fill in wine if you want. If you got enough.
Water down that wine.
Yeah.
So I can't wear armor, but I can wear clothing.
And the skin starts full, right?
You wear clothing.
What's finery?
Finery means fine clothes. That's like if you're doing social stuff.
So you probably get a bonus, like you'd look nicer.
Yeah,
Up 4 though. I guess I'll be wearing a cloak.
sure. You can pick whatever you want in the starting equipment.
So, and my belt is going to be my weapon. And then I'll have an extra hand free.
And if you want sacks, you can take sacks with you. Empty, it's 1 pack, so you put it wherever you want.
So,
But if you fill it in with 1 item, it automatically takes up either a hand or 2 hands. So a small sack means that you're carrying around a small sack everywhere you go, a grocery bag full of loot, hopefully, right?
Would I be?
Let's see.
Would I have a traveling spell book already?
Yes. So it says here, traveling spell books and holy symbols. So elves and magicians start off with a traveling spell book as part of their starting gear.
Yeah, so that takes up 2 in your pack.
In your
means
pack.
It takes up 2 pack slots, right?
Yeah, 2 pack slots.
So immediately.
Yeah, traveling. So it'd be your satchel or your backpack, whatever you got. And then you got. So that is like when you are in a camp phase and you're trying to relearn your spells. That's what's going to be in it. Whatever spells that you are going to pick from right now is going to be what's in the book. So.
The thieves' tools. What are they used?
Thieves' tools are used to. Well, I can just tell you what.
Because I guess I'm just wondering, like, since they're on there, I'm guessing they're not included within, like, if you're doing criminal general.
Right. So pickpocketing is absolutely okay, but if you're picking locks or whatever, we'll find out now what the thieves' tools inquire here. Yes. Oh, it just provides a +1.
Oh, okay.
So you do have the tools.
Okay.
These are
They're
just
like these are like
the
backup tools.
Yeah, these are like the proper tools.
Yeah.
Instead
of my like random jury
That's
rig,
right.
like
It's like
stuff.
Yes, exactly. You're
Hairpins.
That's right, hairpins and shit. Like these are these are what they're used for. Oh
Yeah.
This is how you make them.
Okay. And my 2D treasure that I got, that can go in like my belt pouch or my backpack or something. Or
That's right.
Did it say how much space it took up specifically, or
What was that again?
the 2D treasure that I got from my
That was 1 slot.
is 1 slot? Okay.
Yeah, and whatever it is worth
Whatever it's
2D.
worth.
Spell supplies.
Yep. So supplies for that can be. Let's see. There's a various. So is it there? So spell. Oh yeah. So it does.
Spell supplies.
Can be worn. Yep. So like it could be garlic. It counts on what spells you're choosing. So I guess if you want to leave some slots open, I can give you this.
I'd rather not use them a lot.
You can just say spell supplies, however, because you will have this. You would have the supplies for whatever spell that you currently know. But it'll take up a slot, and once it's used, it's gone.
Actually,
I guess you can wait on that.
There was a thing. I don't know if maybe that just didn't come up yet, or there's a thing about the order that you have stuff in your backpack like listed is the order that you can get it out in. I thought I saw something of that when I was reading.
It could be whatever you're packing up on top.
Yeah, and like so, like if you have to like.
Based on how hurriedly available, yeah. There is a rule for retrieving stuff out of your inventory.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, though, a lot of the times you roll a defender to sort of switch your gear out.
Yeah, I remember reading something about that, and I'm just not. Let's see. Well, I don't need shoes.
Sacks within sacks. You cannot put them. Yeah. Like full small sack takes 3 spaces in a large sack. Okay. So you can actually do that. You can put a small sack in a large sack.
But it would be wasting a slot, basically.
Yeah.
Cloak is torso worn 1. Nope, can't fit that. Hand gear.
Labor skill, yeah, that's what you're talking about.
I think I'm just leave.
Okay, you're gonna leave the rest of the slots open for
my
spell supplies?
Yeah, nothing for the neck or the head too, because I can't wear anything. I'll just.
Well, there's holy symbol.
No, that's more for clerics.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm just saying.
I guess I'll just wait.
You don't want to wear some garlic around your neck?
I think that would probably be. I'll just put everything. All my empty spaces is just spell supplies.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Carry a grappling hook in my hand.
I want to know what spells I have first.
Yeah, sure, yeah, we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
It's actually the next thing, so why don't we just skip to that if everybody else is okay with that? You guys,
Yeah, you guys can skip ahead. I'm just kind of looking at
starting spells.
stuff
So, magicians start with 3 known spells: Wisdom of Sages.
Where do I write this section?
So there is no spell
here?
area. Yeah, down there. That's right. That's your traveling spell book. So,
Wisdom.
Wisdom of Sages. So you get that.
Okay.
Plus 2 random spells. Record these. So take 2d6 and
Okay.
roll them up.
whichever dice you want.
Yeah.
2
6 and 2. Oh, 2 and 6.
So 8. So we got Wizard Argus.
Sorry.
August. Aegis.
Aegis.
Aegis. All right.
Aegis.
Oh yes, finally.
Aegis.
Wizard
Shield.
Aegis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
thank God.
And lastly, another one. Yeah.
5.
5 Dance of the Fireflies.
Dance of the Fireflies.
That sounds
cool.
like a sad movie.
That is a holy crap. That is a very sad movie.
So those are the spells you're getting in your
Brains of the
spell book.
Fire.
Yes. That's
So your spell book has 5 slots in it.
Yep.
And I think all of these are spell level 1 spells, so they would take up 1 slot. But if they're level 2 spells, it would take up 2 pages, right? Like 2 slots, right? And if level 3, it would take up 3 slots. If it's level 4, it would take up 4. If it's 5, it would take your whole book in order to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you literally only have 1 spell while you're traveling.
What's MEM then?
Huh?
MEM.
MEM?
Yeah.
There's a mem there?
Yeah, on the
Oh, memorized. How many? Like you got to choose what you memorize each time.
Oh.
Kind of like D&D, where you get
But-
to choose what spells for that session.
If it's level 5, then it's just
You will get like
1 spell. You can just, hey.
you can memorize that like 7 or 8 times. Yeah, and you're just like I'm using spell a lot. Yeah,
then, okay,
but you can carry multiple spell books too. You're just gonna have another traveling book with you, right?
spell rules. What they do.
So we're gonna look a little bit about the spells here now before we go into it.
Just unlock the sage.
Yeah, we'll go with that, and I'll tell you because all spell supplies do. You never need supplies in order to cast a spell.
What is
They only give you better chances of casting the spell. Plus ones. That's all it does. You always cast a spell, but if you have the right ingredients, it helps you do it better. All right.
I'm gonna head.
All right. So what'd you choose here? So you got
well, let's start with Wisdom of the Sages.
sure Wisdom of the Sages.
Why would you have a mirror?
What?
Vampire.
Yeah, could be anything.
Because if that's garlic, that should
Need
be
to do my
vampires.
hair.
That's right. You never
Need
know.
to do my hair. That's why.
Yeah, or you might have to deflect like a sunbeam into like something like
It's for
Zelda
the hair.
like.
It's all for the hair.
Off of the hair.
All for the hair.
So, intoning the true names, the magician summons a long dead
I should carry a 10-foot
sage
pole just to look absolutely ridiculous.
from beyond the shrouds of the world to whisper the translation of a word or spoken into the ear. So it's basically it's translating.
Is
Supplies is a snip subscribed with a true name of a sage that commands the language of the caster or decipher. So knowing who wrote it is spell supply. So that one's probably not something you can actually take.
no.
If you you can't buy that one. What's the other one? Okay, wizards.
Wizard Aegis.
Aegis. The wizard summons a luminescent shield of aether bearing his wizard's sigil. Obviously, it's imposing it between himself and harm. So this is the supplies: a pendant or I can't even say this. Chrysophae ring. CHRYSOP.
Chrysophase.
Chrysophase ring.
Chrysophase. It's a kind of gem,
Okay.
but it's like a greenish,
Nice.
like
Okay.
semi-precious
So you
stone.
Perfect. And they get used up when you use it for that spell.
Okay.
And what's the last one?
Dance of the Fireflies.
I have a tinderbox, by the way.
I assume it's a light.
I was thinking about
I see.
carrying a flask of oil.
Yeah.
With
yeah, I
whispered
grabbed
words
some
of
that as well,
power,
but
the
more
magician
probably
calls
can't
forth dancing
Okay.
flames in the ethereal flame. Yes, light. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe
so,
a grappling hook.
A bit of
and
brimstone.
Rope.
I've
That's
got. I put rope down, so
A bit of
but I didn't
brimstone.
put, that kind of fills up
That's
my
it.
slots I've got.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I took some sacks and a cloak
That's
as
all.
well.
So brimstone.
I got a cloak.
Yeah,
So
I'm just
right
not
now
wearing my
I'll
cloak
be-
because my backpack takes up my
A pendant.
So much now you're not putting them in slots that you don't have, is it?
Ring. It's like my hands are now.
Each of your rings. So you like got any rings on your head? Are you like
No.
earrings? Ah!
So because the material needed is pendant on rings.
That's right. You can put it on your neck. That's right.
And then rings, and then my bag is just full of brimstone.
Brimstone.
Wow.
We've got a tinderbox and oil, brimstone. I think we can make a bomb.
All right.
There's your explosions.
Epic.
Yes.
So choose an alignment. In Torchbearer, there exists a perpetual world between the hot and cold, sometimes perpetual forces of law and chaos. Whether you recognize it or not, heroes have become part of this war. The greatest champions declare their allegiance and fight for the advancements to their cause. Decide whether or not your character fights for law or evil, or remains unaffiliated.
Law or evil, or law or chaos?
Sorry, law or chaos.
Is that like chaos?
Yeah,
Is not evil. It's
that's
not
right.
quite
That's
the same
true.
thing.
It is. You're absolutely right. You can be chaotic and not evil. But do you fight for law, or do you fight for chaos, or do you just remain unaffiliated?
Unaffiliated.
Yeah, I'm going to be unaffiliated for the moment.
Okay.
Unaffiliated, tending a little bit towards chaos.
Law represents the forces of progress, order, and civilization. Chaos represents the forces of freedom, entropy, and savagery. And unaffiliate is for those who think having shelter, food, and family is more important than any other ideology.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm going to go chaotic.
Yeah, so if that helps you any to decide.
What was the last?
So, unaffiliated for those who think having shelter, food, and family is more important than any ideology.
Yeah, that's probably not.
So,
I want to be chaos though, and I don't want to be lawful.
you know, lawful just says like progress, order, and civilization. So if you don't fight for that, you could fight for freedom.
Which is chaos.
Chaos.
It sounds bad, but you know.
Yeah. It's just chaos. It's just you're fighting for chaos.
You're fighting for freedom.
For fighting for freedom. Yeah, freedom
For
fighters.
shenanigans.
Freedom fighters.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, so you don't have to be evil. You just, just
What's raiment?
raiment.
Raiment. Oh yeah, underneath home there. The word itself usually means like clothing. And
Yeah.
stuff.
So you could. Oh yeah, right. It's a description of your character.
Ah.
We're probably going to get to that. We are going to get to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're getting there. We're almost done.
I'm
and
still
I know.
not even finished my friggin' equipment.
I know it's like 8:15 already, but
Oh, holy.
yeah, I know. So we'll get this. We'll start the adventure, and then we'll clue up pretty quick after that.
Oh, what time are we?
Oh, whenever you guys are good, and if it's too late, well, we'll
Yeah.
see.
I just I have to be at work for 11 p.m. Other than that,
Oh, where you go?
the Super 8 up towards the airport there, the hotel Super 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the super even
I have to be somewhere at 11:30.
over by
11:30. Okay.
Up on Higgins Line by the Tim's and stuff. Yeah,
the one that boasts that has a pool.
it does have a pool.
I know, but that's like the only place that boasts that they have a pool.
Oh, because the
That's
sign
why-
says. I was like, well, it has a pool. It's not a lie.
All right. Well,
Actually, no, that's a lie because the Sheridan has one, but it's like a small one.
it's
Yeah,
a good
we've got a
Heavily
really big water slide.
chlorinated.
We've got it's an 80-foot long water slide.
That'd be amazing.
It's a spiral. It was so funny. There was this little kid came in one day. He's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 maybe. But he was like, talking to his dad. He's like, 80 feet.
Wow.
That's like 4. How many stories he was? Like he's saying how many stories it was, and I was like, no, it's a spiral. It's a spiral.
It's 80 feet.
It's 80 feet long,
Is
not
it
80 feet
covered
high.
or?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not open. It's covered.
Yeah. No, because that reminds me of that comedian, John Panette,
Oh.
when he was talking about the water slide.
Oh.
When he was saying, like, it was, basically, he's a really, really big comedian. Like,
Oh,
really
I think I've
plus-size
seen the.
Oh,
the
right.
thing.
Yeah, he got stuck over
Don't
there, was he?
get yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that being said, I mean, if it comes down to it, and we get into it, and we want to play longer, it's up to you guys. And we say I can drive somebody if you need to go to anywhere. Because if you got a Super 8, that's only down.
Yeah, and I deliberately brought all the stuff I would need to take to work. Like I'm basically wearing my work uniform
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, and I can just whatever, right? So,
Yeah,
was your
you
how
could
long
just
ago?
drop me at my house.
okay.
Because I didn't bring the stuff I need to bring to that place.
Oh, okay, right. So you just you let us know when time starts to get polluting, or if we decide, okay, this is a good time to wrap up.
Yeah,
then we can
it's a good point
decide
to
what we're going to do at
wrap
that point. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
sounds good.
All right. So beliefs. So that's the next one. Beliefs, instincts, and goals. You create 3 separate aspects of your character's personality and describe as a phrase or a sentence. A belief and a goal and an instinct. Invoking them and involving them in your actions and decisions earns you rewards that allow you to enhance your die rolls and level up. When you're creating your character, write a belief and an instinct. Write your goal once the GM has laid out the adventure.
Okay.
Belief. You have a philosophy, code, or belief that guides you. Something that drives you to seek wealth or adventure. Invent one for your character and write it down on your character sheet in the indicated area. If you invoke that belief in play, it guides your actions and gets your character into trouble. Then you earn a reward at the end of the session. If your belief creates a crisis of consequence during play, and you betray your own belief, you earn another type of reward. So, beliefs are moral philosophies that your character believes in, and usually a good belief will have will involve your character and get them into trouble. So,
It's something like I believe that you should always try something at least once.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let me give you some examples here in the back of the book. Just sort of.
These are always the ones that I get caught up on.
Yeah.
They're really
Because
tough.
it's kind of hard to.
Oh yeah, these are
Yeah.
big.
Not only that, you got to think about it too when you're thinking about like next session, like how to actually put them into
action.
play,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
And honestly, when I have to build adventures, now sadly the first adventure is not like this, but afterwards I have to build adventures that are based off your beliefs and your instincts, right?
Our own story arc. is-
Yeah, and you're writing it essentially by telling me your beliefs and stuff. But I'll give you some stuff that they're pretty good in the book here. Once I get to
The pitch.
what you fight for. Whenever I can get to that page. Tricks of the trade.
I always like the ones that are like almost popped but not.
Oh, really?
Delicious.
I can't stand them.
Love them.
What you fight for? What you fight for? No, it's here. WHAT. What you need to play. What kind of game is this?
Well, you haven't read the book if you're asking me that question.
Watch your spells. Spirit.
I think what kind of game is this? Is like at the start.
Yeah, exactly.
You better still got the beginning here.
What is it you're looking for?
So what you
Beliefs.
fight for?
Beliefs. I think that is. I am wise.
There could be a couple pages for it.
Traits.
Yeah, what you fight for is 106, so it's back there. Yeah, it's a big part of the game, so let's take a moment here. 106. Okay, what you fight for. Sometimes you reach a point when a belief, writing a belief. Describe what your character believes. You get to tell everybody what you're interested in doing and what you want to explore in the game. Beliefs is all about your philosophy, your loyalties, your personal code, your outlook on the world. What do you think drives your character? What is your character's higher purpose? Try to distill your higher purpose into a slogan or a belief. Here are some examples. I am the bulwark that stands between my friends and harm. There's not me. There is not.
Not for me.
Yeah, it just says
There
there's
is
not
nothing.
me.
There's not is in nothing.
There's not for me, but blood and treasure, and spent and earned. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The wise consider all angles before making a good decision. Keep your spirits and head high, and good things will happen. Care and thought will take one further than reckless action. I'll do whatever it takes to get ahead in this world. I'll smile doing it. So these are some sample beliefs.
Okay, I'm a skeptic. I'm low.
Or you can always be like, I'm gonna, that's a goal. See, so you gotta watch out. If you say like, I'm gonna get somebody back, or I'm gonna do like that, or if it's a direction to something, it's a goal. But if it's a belief, if it's what your character would deem
Yeah,
as.
so I need to fit it to a skeptical low.
Sure. Or what you... It's not about your character. See, this is the thing. Beliefs are about what the player wants. Mm-hmm. You're telling me what you want to see. So your beliefs are telling me what you would like involved in the ventures that you're in.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
How do I write redemption arc?
Redemption?
How do I write redemption arc? I like it.
Well, you can write down a belief as in like... something that would drive your character for redemption.
Yeah, everyone deserves a second chance.
Yeah, okay. That's a perfect.
I was actually thinking of everyone. All stock are created equal.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right?
All stock are created equal.
Social justice warrior.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So that kind of stuff. They're good beliefs. Like I said, the first adventure is kind of an introductory, and then we'll kind of see what we get to. Once we get to the town phase, you're probably going to be
I want to bet that I'm going to be like, he's going to be like, oh, and there's somebody beating this elf.
Yeah.
And
you elves, you're all the same. Lesser than me.
At least I'm not
That's a little
anymore.
on the nose.
Lesser than me, and greater than I am, greater than you.
I'm so glad I took the thoughtful.
Yeah.
Let's stop and think. Is the GM being an idiot? Or...
It's normally A.
Ouch.
Ow.
No, he purposely does stuff to piss me off on purpose.
Oh, good.
And then I call him on it, and then he keeps doing it regardless. So that makes me more angry. And then I hurt him, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll stop."
This sounds like a very good relationship.
So did you rate this one?
Yeah, I'm thinking something like life's too short not to live it to the fullest. Try everything at least once.
Sure, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds like a goal, actually.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Try everything at least once.
Yeah.
That's my goal for this adventure.
Drink every beer at every tavern is my goal.
Better drink every liquid.
Every liquid. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Nom.
I don't know
Poison?
I don't know what this green stuff is, but it's going down the hatch.
Yeah.
I'll just slosh it with
That's
the
a
other
good way
stuff
to
in
get
my
yourself
barrel.
a check. Oh, I think I'll drink poison.
Can I tell what this is? No.
You just bring
Let's
an
try.
you just bring an empty keg in hopes that at the end of the adventure is full.
Here's the barrel. Strap it to the back. How many slots is that in the back?
I'm gonna love drinking this tonight.
Yeah.
Victory. What's victory taste like? We'll find out. Oh, it made me
A little bit like piss, with a hint of spruce.
Gross.
I think I just described gin, but
Okay.
I've never tried gin.
it's pretty good. I've never had gin straight, but there was gin and tonics like lime. It's just pretty good actually. It's like it's not like a super strong like alcohol sort of taste.
Okay.
You know,
I've
it's
only had GNT on the plane because it's free.
that's fair. I had
Free anything is good.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I think mine was technically free, but it's because I was like at a party.
Of course, yeah.
But
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go out and buy it myself, and it's too
Yeah.
expensive when you go downtown to buy anything.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
so expensive.
definitely.
So we need a long distance flight then. Alright.
Yeah, keep the alcohol coming.
Nice.
Yeah, the gin and tonic. Mind you, I'm saying this. I think how drunk was I when I was drinking the gin?
On the
Yeah,
plane?
No, it was at PantheaCon, is where it was. It was at a convention in San Jose.
Wow.
I was pretty sober when I had it because I'd only had like some mead at that point. There was a lot of alcohol that night.
That's another thing I'd love to try, mead.
It's so good. Oh my god! And this mead I had, it was a pomegranate mead. Oh my god, it was good. It was so good. Like I like any kind of mead basically, but it was this pomegranate
I
mead.
always think meat
Maybe.
that tastes like honey.
It does, yeah.
Really?
Well, because it's made of honey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. it's fermented honey. It's honey alcohol.
Sweet.
Yeah, but yeah, the pomegranate mead. Oh man, it was so good.
Just spot on.
Yeah. And I'm not even like huge on pomegranate, and I was like, this is fantastic.
I don't
'cause
like
we went
pomegranate
to-
too, but pomegranate flavored things.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
We went to a Renaissance fair last year,
Ooh,
Over
nice.
here?
and no, it was down in the States in Arizona, and the two things that I wanted to try, I couldn't because we ended up getting like the expensive tickets, which weren't not worth it at all. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna give you like these awesome steaks." And we went in there, and it's like basically roast, and it was disgusting. Everything we ate was disgusting.
Oh,
it
no.
was just so bad.
That's a shame.
And we paid like an extra $50 or something just to try it out or whatever.
Yeah.
And it had a Greek theme and all this kind of stuff, and it was disgusting, like, everything. And so the things that I wanted to try out were the big turkey leg and the meat, and I was like, didn't get to it.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, meat's really good. It's really good.
It is.
I'm really sad I haven't been able to find any meat in Newfoundland yet.
I'm not surprised though. There's not a lot of stuff here.
Chicky
I just
Oh yeah,
Chicky loves.
making stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, meat you can make at home, but
Yeah.
but
Oh, a lot like
but like because I mean
Huge
I just
homebrew.
moved from Fredericton. Fredericton has like a much bigger craft brewing
Oh, yeah, of
scene.
course, yeah.
I'm not surprised.
So
Yeah, no.
yeah,
And I mean, it's still
Like a hipster
like a
town.
lot smaller, but
it is. I love it.
so isolated
Where is
here.
Frederick?
It's in New Brunswick,
Oh, okay.
capital of New Brunswick. Smallest city, but it's the capital.
Hey, what is it? When I went with cadets, I went to Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI, and it was awesome. I gotta say. And I went to Nova Scotia later on as well with friends and stuff. And like it's such a big difference because they consider themselves isolated, and I'm like,
Oh my!
No.
Nice.
We got
Like,
that
I went into Nova
intro.
Scotia and it was like 1 gallon things of milk. I was like, that's hot. That's a thing. Like, because we just have 2 liters here, and I
Yeah,
didn't know
bag of
better.
milk.
I was like 16 years old.
Bagged milk is huge everywhere but here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, West is not so big either.
No?
I guess yeah. Yeah, it's like Ontario and like the Maritimes is where it's biggest, and Quebec, I think. But yeah. Anyhow,
Okay.
After belief.
After belief is going to be instincts. We're going to skip goal for a second. So instincts are conditional statements of action.
Oh, yeah.
You always do this. You never do this. Or, if that happens, I will do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meta about instincts. This is the reason why they're important. Not only do you get awards for using them at appropriate times and whatnot, they normally when you do tests in this game, I start like anytime you're like rolling dice, I start checking off things, going, oh, time has passed. Time has passed. And after every 4 time passes, the grind happens, and everybody ends up getting conditions from being exhausted. Instincts are a way to get around that. They do not cause you to roll for a turn, so you do it as a freebie.
cool.
So make it interesting.
Are there examples? Like,
Yes, there are examples. The ones that I got here that are running starting 2 here. I will always keep the light lit. Never trust a Dalek's decisions underground.
Never just trust a what?
A Dalek.
Derelict.
What's it say?
Derelict.
Derelict.
What are there Daleks in this game? Exterminate.
There's more back here. Yeah, these are more interesting. So.
Your character's instinct represents a gut reaction or ingrained training. It's something done naturally without thought. Instincts are different than beliefs and goals.
Search for fungus.
Yeah, when
Always
starving
search for
underground, scavenge for fungus.
Yeah. So there's not a lot, but writing instincts. Always prepare a good meal when return to camp. So that'll be a free cook roll. So that's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah, I was thinking I probably could cook.
Always check for traps before picking a lock. Always map our progress when we camp. Always identify capabilities of new creatures. By the way, if you guys don't have a cartographer,
Which we don't have, I think. Oh, you've got cartography?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
watch out, because you don't have to draw maps or anything like that. But you might want to keep a sheet of paper and log some details about rooms. You will eventually draw maps. Maps are actually money. So think about this for a second. You can sell maps of areas you explored, because they may be worth something. Also, maps will allow you to get out when you need to get out quickly. Otherwise, you can get lost in the dungeon. It's not so bad for short campaigns, just like
A few rooms in a...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like Darkest Dungeon, like there were short, medium, long, and epic. right? And it usually lasts like 1 or 2 sessions for short, 3 to 5 for medium, or 3 to 4 to medium, 5 to whatever for long, and right. And the worst thing is, the longer the campaign, the less provisions you'll end up having. So you need to make sure that you got well supplied, or you can get provisions out of nothing. If you can make it.
So if people that doesn't have cartographer,
Yeah.
they just don't record.
That's right.
Okay. So
Which will end up them making a really massive roll when they try to get home or go back to town.
so I have to bring empty sheets of paper when I come.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, you got everything that for
You've
your
got stuff to do your cartography.
Yeah.
Oh, as in
If you wanted to write it down, if you're actually drawing the map, you'll need paper.
Yeah.
Because you got to sell that paper if you're trying to get money out of it,
But
right? If you want.
He means for a player. As
as a player.
But as a player, you might want additional paper. You don't need to draw anything. Just keep some tabs of what you're doing. Now, you can record it, and then just be like, you're drawing the map in the end. It doesn't matter who's recording it. This is more sort of along the lines of, at the beginning of the adventure, I'm going to ask who's the leader of this adventure and who's the map drawer.
Okay.
Right? So,
Stationary wise, man.
yeah,
You got really pretty maps.
that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe that
But
actually might
like you can use
come
some of my
well
paper if
handy
you
there.
want to like write stuff down, or I can write it down
Because
for
maps are worth something, especially if you're going in areas that people have never been.
Fireproof.
That's right.
Wrinkle proof. Can't be folded.
you.
Stealing.
Can't be folded. Flapping like a flag.
That's right.
Was there? No, that's traits.
So that's instincts. We're still trying to come up with instincts.
Oh, instincts. This is tough.
So always, you always do something, or you never do something. So always is every seems here.
I always cook a meal when we make camp because I need
Okay.
my second breakfast and
Sure.
my noon.
always
in
prepare
mind
a
that
good
we
meal
don't
when you return to camp.
all the time.
I know, but I don't know when else I
I
can't
would-
really cook. Can I cook outside of
But
camp?
what I would
though?
say is when we
No.
rest, I would always do this.
Right, but the thing is,
Or-
cooking camp. You can't. There's unlikely like.
Because I'm just not sure. The reason I said camp is because I don't know
Yeah.
if you can actually cook outside of camp.
You can, but you're not going to get a freebie, unless you meet because this is all it is. That doesn't make your cooking any better.
Yeah.
It just means that instead of having we spend a check,
Yeah,
Right at
but
the beginning of
I
camp
can
phase.
I can actually cook outside of
That's
camp
right.
though.
you
Like
can.
irregardless of what my instinct is.
You
Like,
can because cooking might actually be an obstacle.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe you're trying to befriend some trolls and you're cooking some other halflings. You're like, well, I got to put extra seasoning in there. So,
Oh boy.
so just let you know.
When you're in town, the turn timer doesn't go, right?
There is no timer and turns in town because town is bookkeeping phase is completely
Okay.
different.
That's why,
Very
'cause,
different.
Like before, previously, I used when we camp or when you go to town, but there are certain phases.
Yeah.
So you can't use them every single time, and
No.
When
you
certain
need these
conditions trigger.
instincts because he's going to ask you a question every time we finish our sessions. Certain questions which give you points.
Yeah, as long as you're following your
So
instincts.
as long as you follow your instincts, you can get that. But if
Yeah.
you just use it at camp, or if you just
Yeah.
use it, you can't use it every time.
Yeah, but I think
every time.
that's a good one. Always prepare a good meal when you return to camp because that means that when you return, so when camp phase begins, your first free test would be I'm going to cook this meal.
Yeah, and using an instinct in camp does not cost a check.
That's right. Won't cost a check. And checks are the only way you can keep staying in camp. And once all the checks are used up,
Let's see.
you go
Where's
right to
the-
adventure phase. There is no more camping.
That's true. I was just thinking more of I guess,
Try to meta a little bit, yeah.
using my information from playing before to make sure you can get as many as
I
possible.
always cook anything in a pot. So therefore, it's like, that's in a pot. I'm going to cook it.
I always ride in every barrel I see. I'm looking for.
Always use the finest stationaries for maps? Is that sounds
well,
lame.
yeah, well, you could just come up with something that outside of maps
sounds
altogether.
Really lame.
Yeah, like you can come up with like always look out for canola. I don't know.
A person's
Canola?
Yeah, I guess so.
name. Cannoli. Or something.
Cannoli, yeah.
You guys look out
Oh,
for
yeah,
a specific
cannoli.
person or...
Like
Yeah.
cannoli.
Always go hunting when we set camp. You know, you can just choose whatever skill. Look at your skills and whichever one that you think like, hey, you know what? I would like to do that as a free test.
So Hagler
Where's
is
the, what page is the
it's
skills
town,
described
so-
on?
Yeah, always haggle when in town. That's a free haggler test.
Yeah.
like
But it's not going to happen very often. It's not going to happen when you're in town.
yeah.
Like,
What page is the skills listed on?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
that was way back here. That
What
was
can I do with
Or
Arcanus?
describe
Because Arcanus is
Can't
you
just like...
could every time
page
you
31.
every time you go into town, you practice your spells.
Arcanus, you want to
Or
level, like find a way to
rest.
level up your.
no, like I know Arcanus is about spellcasting.
That's right.
but
You can almost be like always cast Argus whatever at the first sign of danger.
Aegis.
Aegis.
yeah, that's-
So then that's a free cast. Doesn't
yeah,
take a turn.
it's like mage armor.
Yeah, mage
First
armor.
round.
You're just like hurt something.
God.
Shield. Bubble hearth. It's like I'm in here.
Bubble her thing. See that?
It's like bubble hearth. I'm out here. Yeah, I just always be like when danger always
Have you
cast.
guys ever played WoW? Or-
Not properly, no.
Oh, okay. No. Back when it
Hearthstone.
was years ago, like when it first started, one of the things that Paladins used to do is they'd put up the shield to like isolate themselves so nobody could hurt them,
Divine
and then they'd hurt,
Yeah.
so they'd go home. So
Yeah,
they just
so-
like leave you there.
You're like, oh, I'm losing the battle. I'll put up this thing. It makes me invincible for 10 seconds. I'll hearth. It takes 5 seconds. And then, so I'm gone.
How did they patch that?
They made you're not able to hearth and
Well, there's 2 different types. See, there was one that made you absolutely immune. There was other ones that made you invulnerable.
yeah, I think they made it
So-
longer, the cooldown or something.
Yeah, it's a
like
half
that.
hour or something like that. 15 minutes now, I think.
Yeah,
So it's not so bad as what it was.
so you can't just go.
I'm pretty sure you can still bubble hearth though.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah, they changed around. They changed around.
Oh,
all
that's true. I don't know anything about the game anymore, so
Yeah.
that's true.
Just-
Okay, so all these things are done.
Just to word it,
Not quite. I'm
just
still
to
trying to
word
figure
it properly. Should I just say?
At the first time of danger, I always
Yeah, but I first sight of danger, so there's like room for
sure, but you get to trigger your instinct, not me.
yeah, because I don't want to.
when you think you're in danger.
I don't want to just hear a notch.
No. I was making a joke about it, but
Yeah.
you use your instincts.
Okay.
I don't go. Oh, your instinct says this, so you have to do it. I can't make you do things like that. It's when your character feels like they're in danger, they're just going to get a free roll.
Okay.
Trying to think.
Okay.
How can I have a
Where
mentor?
is
I don't
wash-
have mentor.
Oh
but I
yeah,
have
the
a
washroom is
mentor.
right here.
No, I just need to wash my hands.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem.
Where else? Okay.
I have mentor too, but I don't have a mentor.
Mentor? Yeah, you don't have a mentor, yeah. You're mentoring.
Oh, okay.
You are mentoring someone else.
I was
You
like,
are
this doesn't
doing
make
what
any
nobody
sense.
did for you.
Yeah, you know how to transmit skills to another character.
Essentially, yeah, that's what it does. Mentor allows you to be an instructor.
I'm just trying to think of something I want to do.
trying to think, because I could also maybe do something with healing.
Maybe rider, because I really want to mount.
Rider!
Oh man,
Hey, we can be
PSP.
buddies.
It's been a while since
I'm a rider.
What?
I don't know anything to
Well,
ride.
PSP.
except barrels,
It's so
but
small.
Yeah, I know.
Not yet.
It's true.
we will get. There's our goal.
Well, that's the thing. When we played Mouse Guard before, the reason I had a bunny was because of the fact that
Was it your mount?
I was like,
Yeah.
I want to mount.
That's right.
I want to. What was it? Hunter's a pet. I wanted a pet.
That's right.
So he became my rideable pet.
Right, but because the
Jason
there's
makes
no
money.
yeah, well you don't get a bunny for free. You got to work for that. So we gave her a damaged brain bunny. It was called Bun Bun.
And it was hilarious.
And
That's-
Bun,
that's
Oh, I
what
love Bun Bun.
and Bun Bun used to eat all the provisions and stuff.
Bun Bun is infamous.
Oh no.
Bun Bun is infamous.
Bun Bun's caused a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So, So you never do something, you always do something. You win, something happens, you do that. It's one of those things.
I was thinking that every time I go in the city,
Well, don't forget, town phases don't happen as often as adventure and camp phases.
What I mean.
Camp phases happen probably once per session. Adventure phases happen automatically every session, pretty much. And town phases happen probably once every 3 to 6 sessions.
Days.
Two could be 2 sessions. Time is not really relevant in this game. It's season. So we're going to be starting off in the spring season. So you can say days or weeks, whatever. We don't really keep tally of the months as long as it doesn't go into summer. If it goes into summer, then you just skip season.
Thing about what page when it talks about the conditions and stuff? What page is that on?
Conditions.
Fresh. Hunger and
Like
thirst.
Yeah, that stuff.
Conditional.
Yeah, so you kind of know you're dying as you slowly go down the totem.
Yeah, you're almost done now.
Yeah.
You're at the very cusp of finishing. And sadly, you can't really do this without everybody being here. So doing it on your own will cause issues because
He needs to know too, right?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
everybody needs to kind of take a
Hear
look.
what's up.
Yeah. So conditions.
Yeah.
Conditions of recovery 76.
Thank you. This is somewhat difficult to
Angry,
easily
exhausted,
scroll through.
hungry and thirsty. That's the most common one.
Yeah.
No, they're all right here too. All the conditions are.
Yeah, I wanted to specifically see stuff about the recovering from.
Oh, they're all there.
details.
That's on there too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, recover up to test and stuff. Yeah, the cards actually have all the info on it. How to get them, how to recover, and what special properties they have, and special ways to recover from them. When angry, I lose my shit and jump in a barrel.
Excellent. That's
No.
exactly what I do.
Oh God.
When angry, I lose. Just find the nearest barrel.
Screw backpack. I'll just have a friggin' thing on my back.
Come on out! No, I'm not going out!
Carry a barrel around, just hide under the barrel. I ain't out of you.
I feel safe in here. Go away.
I really don't know what to do with regards to checks. 'Cause I wanna...
Checks. Well, I'm gonna give everybody one check. Because I'm a nice person, and
What about
means you guys
whenever I
can't
have to
phase.
find a path, I check for traps, but that would be Dragoneer, which I don't have.
Does your
Dragoneer.
Dragoneer.
Close enough.
It's got a D and an ear.
Exactly.
You're just looking at your stats to see which
Yeah.
ones you can use. Like,
To maximize it.
you can always use hunter. You can always be like, the one that actually says here is like, when we break camp, I always hunt for food. Right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with
Right. That includes like getting rats and stuff. Like, you know,
when
Okay.
I.
that's an option. I mean, you can always change it. Every session you can change
Yeah,
all
exactly.
those
I'm
again.
just gonna go with that because I can't think of anything.
Every session you can
I'm
change
gonna
it.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the cooking one. I was checking to see if it might be worth it to do
Change
something with that.
instinct every session?
Every session. You can change belief, goal, and instinct every session.
What about when I
Yeah,
rest? I always hunt animals, or I always...
Sure, but resting is usually going to be during the camp phase. You're not. If you're resting outside the camp phase and you're hunting, that probably means I'm not
Yeah,
doing my
that's
job
true.
as a GM. So
I don't have a
yeah.
scout.
So yeah. So these are all fluid. Like you're going to be.
When I camp, I cook a meal.
Whenever you feel like, you know what, that instinct doesn't work for me very well.
Seizes.
The other thing is,
3 hours,
it also goes into the survivalist part of them too, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
I still don't have a name, but sure.
Okay. Well, we're getting there. That name is the last thing. Actually.
I figured that out ages ago.
Okay. Goals. We're going to wait for me to set up the adventure, and then we're going to write the goals. Okay.
Yep.
We'll get to what that is. Level 1.
Okay, yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Let's see. We already found all that stuff out. Well, you just.
It's actually different in Asgard.
Yeah, there's no levels in
No.
Asgard. Starting awards. Your character does not begin with any fate or persona. If you want them, you got to earn them yourself. That is how you level up, anyways. Is spending those things.
That's
So
what
you
I was-
earn it, and then you spend it, and that's how you level.
Okay.
Name your character.
Oh boy.
Junebug.
Junebug. All right.
Junebug Oak Bottom.
Junebug. What?
Junebug Oak Bottom.
Oak bottom.
Oak Bottom's the last
All
name.
right. Nice.
Junebug.
I like it. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this?
Jerry's just dying.
What? Something's going on.
I don't want to name it.
Stormon. What is this?
Naruto, no.
Naruto Detroit.
Detroit.
I don't care, man. You can name whatever you
Such a
want.
bad name.
Naruto Detroit. What will you do? Naruto opens up the
Mr. Detroit.
Mr. Detroit.
I would totally be Sasuke over Naruto though.
No,
I gotta say.
Sasuke's
his enemy.
That's right. So
I know.
Naruto would
You
be.
could also be Sasuke. He's just better at having.
That's right. His name is just better. He has an extra U in it. Or,
Yeah, he's the best one to name.
yeah.
So Sasuke.
Drop a letter, yeah.
That's why I always be less than. That's right. He's always better than me by one letter, that is.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's right.
Sasuke was always better than Naruto.
We only accept people in this evil guild that have E's at the end of their name.
You need 6 letters.
done.
in your name.
What's
I'm
in
gone.
leader's name? Ego.
It's really weird though because in anime and stuff like that, the people that I always go for, it's always the broody black-haired dude. Sasuke, Gray.
Mr. Darcy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I love Mr. Darcy.
He's definitely an anime character.
Mamoru from Sailor Moon. It's really weird. But
Yeah.
I like blonde hair, blue eyed guys in like real life.
Korean shows.
There you go.
Okay.
Surprise,
Lucky
you're not anime.
Doe.
Name. Have you picked a name?
Cat.
Cat?
Just cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat and Junebug, please.
I was gonna go with Alex, but I named the last one Alex, so I was like,
Yeah.
Okay. So there is an animal, a ground animal, a bug.
Yep.
So
Clearly got a
aquatic animal. It's not taken yet.
Your name is
Shark.
Fish.
Sharky.
oh my god.
Crab.
What, who's the dude with the big shark?
Aquaman.
He's the shark, but he has the big sword
true.
Huh?
that drains your
Hawk. Your name could be Hawk.
in Naruto.
Yeah.
There's a shark dude.
Oh, I don't
And
remember
he
his
has
name.
a big, huge sword
remember.
that when he hits you, he drains all of
I
your
don't
What show
remember
is
his name.
this?
Naruto.
Naruto.
Yeah, he's one of the guys who.
The shark guy.
Yeah, the shark
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
And he has the big, huge sword that drains all of your.
It starts with a K, man.
Probably. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I think so.
I know the Zabuza sword is what he has.
Yeah, Zabuza.
Zabuza.
And then you meet a guy later who's like younger and he's got like 2 fangs and blue hair. And he wants the same sword.
So we'll just see. So this is your remnant.
Yeah, let me.
What descriptive item of clothing do your character wear? So what's your style?
What is your style?
When you picture your character, what do you picture it as? Like, give it a descriptive word or two.
I think my character is kind of like she wants to dress like kind of like a man to kind of blend in and be
Sure.
like not Tyrion, not Tyrion, Brienne type.
Tarth.
Yeah, but she's actually not like that.
So
But she
rough
wants-
around the edges.
No, not even so much that. It's more of like
Wearing
Heavy.
masculine clothing
yeah,
or just to blend in?
to blend in more so than
the
her
fiery
actual
sort of-
personality.
Sure.
Yeah, like if she
So-
had her own choice, she'd be wearing like nice clothing or something.
Yeah,
like
exactly. But she'd still be able to wield a freaking sword, but nobody would take her seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless she dresses like a man, kind of thing.
Sure.
Right? So.
So you're Eowyn.
Yeah, kind of.
Tactics Eowyn.
I am no man.
But even Eowyn has like long hair and like.
To be
got
fair, though,
French
all the
braid
men in
and
Eowyn's world also have long hair.
That's true.
That's true.
They're hot. But anyways,
I started with kingfisher.
Kingfisher?
Kingfisher?
It's a bird, but it has the fish in it.
Yeah, there you go.
There
We
you
got
go.
all our elements and animals covered.
right.
Kingfisher. All right. So descriptive item. It could be just an item or a piece of clothing or a symbol or anything. It could be like that you're wearing the cloaks from the wizard's tower.
Is this under raiment?
Yeah. Something describes your character.
I
Something
have-
that's particular.
I have bright red fingerless gloves.
Okay.
There's nothing written on the head, but can I write headband?
oh yeah, gloves.
Yeah, sure. Sure. It's something can fit over it, right? So that's fine. The headband's fine.
Necklace. Oh, I got some of that
Yeah.
here too, right?
And you'd be like, I use it for a spell. I guess that's my identity, Gon.
God damn it.
Yeah, Chloe insignia. Then.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Red fingerless gloves. It's the most distinctive thing, because otherwise I'm pretty much just in like sort of a working class kind of like shirt and trousers.
Nothing else that's very special to your character right now.
Yeah, it's like the
Sure.
those are just kind of what stand out.
So you don't
and
have
my
like-
leather armor, I
you
guess.
don't have
I got
like
like a leather.
Big fancy hats or something like that. You can have a fancy hat. You don't have to have it on your head.
I've got curly hair.
Big fancy hat, like a wizard's hat. Just to okay. So there's a couple. So this game is based off another system called Burning Wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the
I read
original.
through the Burning Wheel books once.
That was complicated
what
as hell.
the hell.
But after Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, I played that for like 10 years. One of my friends in Edmonton introduced me to Burning Wheel, and that blew my mind for one, because I was just like, "What? There's games like this?" And then there was like what the F is this game? Because it's so complicated. And one of the traits was a hat you can see for miles. So it's this massive hat, and everybody looks at the hat and recognizes the hat, but they don't recognize you. So anybody can wear the hat. You would be like, if someone took your hat on you, they wouldn't know who you were. But they know what the hat is. So like they'll be like, oh, it's the guy with the massive hat that we can see for miles away, right?
The owner of it.
Yeah. So
They'll do it.
So basically, the hat has a personality. So your hat actually could be infamous, while you are not.
Just basically enough.
So you just give your hat to somebody else, and now they're infamous because they now.
You are not the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it was really funny, and that was one of the things.
Yeah. I read through the Burning Wheel rules over the summer, and I was like, "What? What is this?"
I got the Burning Wheel books.
Yeah, I acquired the PDF.
Yeah, it's good.
Acquired it.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because a friend of mine, we were talking about different systems and stuff, and
Is this-
she tried to start a Burning Wheel game once, but
Originally a monitor or a TV?
That's a TV.
TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a TV.
That one's a monitor.
That's a monitor up there. Yeah, I just decided to buy that one for real cheap, and
What do you mean? I gave it to you.
what?
I gave you that one.
The monitor. I'm talking about TV.
Oh.
I got that for real cheap because I got a bunch of systems too, so I'll just hook them all up to one, and
yeah. Bright red fingerless gloves.
Kingfisher. Yep. Wait.
Okay. So once you got your raiment, your age, if you're a halfling, you're either between 26 to 31. Humans are 14 to 21.
So that's really young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live up to be like 150 or something.
But 12 to 13, you're pretty much an adult in
This world.
this world. I mean, even in Dungeons and Dragons, like 16, you're only lived to be 35, because sickness, illnesses, and everything else. 40 maybe. If you're an elder, you're like 16. You're like, oh, I'm super.
That's actually not how life expectancy measures work.
Really.
Yeah, it's because we kind of get a misunderstanding from like the way it's described. Like people, you describe like, oh, the typical life expectancy would be 35 years, but that's life expectancy at birth.
That's right.
Whereas the highest death rate is between 0 and 5.
Ah.
Once you hit about 5 or 6 years old, your life expectancy would be in the 70s. Kind of thing.
Fair enough.
In most human societies.
So it'd be like average of.
Yeah, and then because it goes, the death rate goes up. Like infant mortality rate is super high, like
Right.
0 to 1, and then between 1 to 5, it's fairly high,
Okay.
and then it drops off, and then the next big spike is actually in the early 20s, especially for males.
Oh,
Through most of history, kind of thing, because that would be when they'd be doing a lot of like risky things, like they might be soldiers or
Of course.
whatever, right?
makes sense.
Yeah. Or just being 21 and an idiot.
Yeah.
But
no.
and then females, it spikes a little bit in the later 20s when they start having children.
Yeah, and dying of birth.
Yeah.
Would that be inclusive of like other places that have like
Yeah, it's sort
like
of a
younger
rough
children?
Yeah,
or, like,
well,
the
this is sort of a
neighbors?
rough generalization across broadcasting
Also
history, but-
depends
yeah.
upon.
yeah, it depends on the
what
specific
you're
societal
doing,
conditions and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But in general, like before, like even now, like the infant mortality rate is like that's one of the highest. Once you hit about 1 year old, your life expectancy shoots way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then men die before women.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
You never know.
oftentimes.
Yeah,
don't know
that's no, but I mean the actual
Like
I
the
don't know
actual,
what I have.
the actual averages and
Actual
ranges
ma-
are.
You have no
Yeah.
idea what I have
There's, like-
planned for you.
God. Let's get out of of here, Jerry.
Well, see about your life expectancy. All right.
So I want a big ass mace that is like from my grandfather.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's like it's got your family
It's kind of like
crest, even though you're not.
no,
like,
but it's like engraved. Like remember, I told you my father was
Yeah, an armor.
Canada?
Yeah.
Well, like you know when you watch Game of Thrones and you see
cat head. Meow. It makes meow sounds when I beat somebody. Meow.
It's actually a good idea.
Like the most angry meow.
And my cat can go through
what's that
everything.
missing with the giant paw?
No, but when you listen when I'm saying
I'm listening
Okay,
to you.
okay.
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Do you remember the swords, the different swords?
Yeah.
like magic
That's
and
right.
stuff
Names.
like that.
Names.
They were named.
You're not magic. You don't get a
I
magic
know
mace.
that. I'm not getting a magic sword,
Okay,
even
you
though
name
I
it, though.
really love it. It'd be amazing.
It's a mace.
But the intricate details of the swords
Oh,
and stuff
right,
like
still
that,
different.
like that's why because his father passed it on to
You're
his
not going to get a
father.
Valerian mace.
No, but what I'm saying is that the engravement and the body work and all that kind of
That's
stuff
right.
of making the actual mace
Okay.
is from her grandfather,
Okay.
who
There's
passed
certain
it down to her
craft.
father. Which yes,
Okay. Cool.
So it's like
There.
really,
So
really nice.
It's a super
Yes.
nice mace.
yes, it's
Nice.
like
Cool.
one of
You're
its
like,
kinds.
if I can make this a magical mace, it's happening.
yeah,
Like so,
but-
someone could see the mace and be like, "Oh, this was the work of."
yeah. It's
This
like
was the
one
work
a
of
kind.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This
exactly.
is, or what's the other
Bill's
ones?
dad.
It's like if you walked in and you were like,
Tara?
and you saw,
The
I don't know, like this,
Leah's
like
work.
the like a Monet painting.
Yeah, you know,
type
like
thing,
that was
you'd
a
be
Da Vinci painting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I changed Raymond to headband.
Headband, sure.
Excellent.
So you got
I
a
love it.
headband.
Yeah.
It's like with your clan symbol on it. All right. Does it have a strike coming through it or anything? I am not part of this group anymore.
No, because if anything,
Do you like Naruto run when you're running away from things?
These are hard questions.
The arms falling behind me, like, ah! It's like,
Naruto run.
it's like, what are you doing?
I was standing there like, what is me?
It doesn't actually make you faster though.
No, it just makes you look cool. There was a game that actually
Spoiler.
said that. Yeah, we're watching Nippon Nation or whatever. Yeah,
Nippon.
and it was like a racing game, and it's like a whole bunch. It's like a variety of weird racing game, and it was one of the things you can do. You can duck, and when you duck, you do the Naruto
I think
run.
it's
It
a
actually
Japan-
says,
Japanese game.
yeah, Nippon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nippon is,
Yeah, and it's like it actually says like running like this doesn't increase your speed, it just makes you look cool.
That's cute. Well, my age, that's what's gonna. I'm gonna be 28.
And then that's it then.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Oh my god, you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm literally twice your age.
I googled the age. Apparently, the first Naruto episode started when I
Ah,
was
there you go.
12 years old.